welcome. Just tuning slightly here. Adjustment here. There we go. Let me turn off the music right here. Welcome everyone to another one of these these streams. I love how I clicked a random song on the music playlist and like didn't actually check to see what the song was until I clicked on it, and it turned out it was freaking Christmas music. I love that. We here at our productions leave no scuff untapped as a potential for entertainment value on the stream. So welcome everyone, welcome. We have one hell of a stream today. It's pretty chaotic. Yeah, I know. I do love that I chose it was either that or my my Marin from the Marin wallpaper from My Dress Up Darling. And I figured I already scared enough people with that the first time, so I figured I might as well make some change right here. Yeah, no, it is not too late for Christmas. You will get it will be insufferable when I come back after my brief paternity break from streaming, because you're going to be seeing a lot of Christmas stuff. You'll probably miss my Halloween streams. I'm actually planning out all my Halloween videos right now. In fact, I just filmed one last night with a special guest. Hopefully, that'll be one of the first October videos that come out. But I just filmed a very special stream. Oh, we got a super chat coming in.
Jack Sheehy super chatted $2.34.
Nice.
Are we finally seeing the downfall of the grifters?
We are to an extent, but this particular drama it was just too spicy to pass up. Especially considering how tangentially connected to it all I am. So it's going to be fun to see. But no, so I will say this, though. Non-grifting related news. This was a fun collab to do, and it makes me want to do more collabs in the future. There was a collaboration I did last night. We filmed it with me and a little YouTuber you might know by the name of Coke Francis. So an upcoming video will be a Coke Francis Anthony collab, and based on how much fun we had making it, it would not be unreasonable to expect a follow-up with us in the future, because that was a lot of fun. We ended up filming for like 2 freaking hours of like stuff for a 40-minute video. And we got into some weird topics like really quickly. I'm like, oh, this is like we both were like we both, you see, the problem is with certain people when they talk is if they're both yappers, it goes on and on. It's fantastic. Like I feel like when I did the collab with Red from OSP, we were both yappers, but I was like so like intrigued with what she had to say that I kind of just sat there and like listened to all the cool stuff she was talking about. With Coke Francis and I feel like we're both in the same wavelength. We both fed into each other's like worst talking instincts. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, no. So this particular mess will involve us going to Twitter. Unfortunately, oh crap! I hit Twitter Premium by accident. That's all I want. I don't want to. I'm never gonna pay for Twitter. Never. You can't make me. It does involve several YouTubers, some of which I never in my lifetime ever expected to ever agree with. So that's gonna be fun. Francis Ford Coppola, love it. I gotta tell Coke Francis that. I'm sure he'll get a kick out of that. They get a kick out of that. No, it's some good stuff. You're gonna love it. Hopefully it turns out excellent, because it was a lot of fun to film. And the good thing is I'm relying on some help with editing, so you can get some more polished editing in future videos. Because I don't want to undercut my own skills in editing, but they are better editors than I am, and I'm working with them, so that's really cool. Anyway, I am also still trying to hit 100,000 subscribers before my son's birth, so that'd be hopefully cool if we could hit that. And congratulations is in order, because we have hit 100 videos on the channel. Ignore what my channel says. I'm talking like fully edited videos. My 100th video essay had just come out this past Friday, and it was essentially a remake of my very first video, which is pretty cool. I gotta say. That's a cool thing to do, I think. I'm pretty excited for that. It's really cool. Did you hear about Tectone's break, bro? Ain't escaping those allegations. There is no way Tectone will ever escape what he just did. It's just, no way. Tectone's is screwed. That's the reality of it. What he did is impossible to be forgiven for. If it's true, which I'm inclined to believe it is. So yeah, no, it is pretty cool. We have 100 videos on the channel. I never thought we would reach this point. We're at 100 videos to talk about, but apparently I do have them now, and it's pretty great. Yeah, let's take a little victory lap over. Wait a second. Little victory lap over here. Yeah, so my tabs, my projects I'm working on. It's terrible. Oh, we got super chat.
Nick Wolf super chatted $4.99. Oh wow, I have the stream on PeerTube and my recommendations are full of Nerdrotic, EFAP, and the Critical Drinker. Oh, the horrible, horrible irony.
Oh, my buddy. It's the cruelest irony of all is that we will be seeing all those names this week at least once. Oh yeah, this Spanish is pretty cool, isn't it? Anyway, we got this, we got 100 videos. 100. And it it would not be possible without everyone here coming, watching, seeing, witnessing. All of these from the beginning, from the bottom to the top, we're still here with all this. So starting off almost 2 years ago now, but not quite, with this video on Japan and conservative culture and how certain conservative grifters were appropriating Japanese culture to further their agenda. And then 100 videos later, I post a video, my 100th video, about how a bunch of grifters and conservative commentary people are commandeering Japanese media to further their agenda. We haven't gone that far, have we? So, 100 videos. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. But, I digress. So, what's on the agenda today? Well, a lot. A lot. I'm not dawdling for time. I'm just catching my breath. Look, admiring how much progress we've made in so short a period of time. I heard of him. He's more educated version of Shadow. Oh, well, we'll take a look at that second then. What was your first Anthony... Chat, what was your first Anthony video? Yeah, so chat, what was your first video of mine you saw? I don't like number 100. Change it quickly. Yeah, I know. Well, don't worry. Friday's video will come, and there'll be 101 videos in the channel. Not counting streams, by the way, or shorts. Or shorts or lives. So, we don't got none of that. But, let's move away from here. Because it is silly looking at all this. You see... Oh, we got another super chat.
Taldo's super chatted $2. It's
so
like
soft?
poetry, they rhyme.
Right, is it really soft? Is it really soft volume right now? Because I feel like the volume is very soft right now. Yeah, critics are lying to you. Lily's tips for writing. I feel like a lot of people saw the media critics. Yeah, I think that Smash or Pass. Oh yeah, that was a fun one. X-Men Always Woke. That was a fun one. Nightcrawler. I'm really happy with the Nightcrawler one. I think it's a really good video. I don't think got a ton of views when it first dropped, but I like it a lot. Spidey Batman video. That's a good one. Harry Potter one. Yeah, my Lily videos. A lot of those. The cut up Shad video. That's fair. Some of you guys followed me before, even had a channel, which is really cool. But yeah, no. I think a lot of people jumped in on the Lily Orchard or Shad videos, or some of my more successful ones. It's a lot. I'm just glad those have brought everyone into this community so we can all talk about whatever it is that comes to mind. I also saw a video today that called me the left version of the synthetic man, and I don't know how to take that information. I still don't know how to interpret that information. I'm still not sure how I process that. But that works out. And coming with October, a lot of horror vids coming up. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so how do I even begin to describe what happened? This news starts, like every good story, with a bunch of grifters. Okay, I guess there's no way to really beat around the bush right here. Okay, let's just dive right into the first chapter of the story. You see, as many people know, I have had a bit of a super fan who's made a lot of videos about me. God, what a loser this guy is. Yeah, we're going back to this channel right here. This tiny, weird, obsessed channel, who has since changed his banner after it was temporarily... For a while, his banner was... What was his banner? Let me see if I can find a picture of his banner originally, because it was quite interesting. For a while, his channel banner was... Let's see if I can get it up right here real quick. Real quick. 1 second. Because for a while, he set it so it was... Ah, here we go. Right here. For a while, this was his channel banner right here, right? It was, for a while, a image of... Oh, take a look. You can see right here. Nope, we got the super chat coming in.
Bayanort super chatted $13.70. I loved your point in last anime video about how Japan allows new IPs to spawn and thrive, while Hollywood wants to just milk the same 5 franchises. The thought didn't cross my mind before lol.
Well, and it's true, right? It's funny also with that because in a lot of cases we do see a lot of Hollywood IP that does recycle, but we do see some anime recycling too. Evangelion, for example, had its whole reboot. There've been like 37 different Eva manga, whatever. So there are some IP that do cycle in and out of popularity. But yeah, so this guy, he made his banner into Bane breaking Batman's back, with me being Batman and him being Bane. Aside from it being just really poorly edited, I can't help but wonder if he actually read the end of that comic, because it ends a certain way. Welcome, Shark Jumping, 8 months a member. Hope your day has been good. Oh, it has been good. Thank you so much for asking. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's pretty weird. This guy. This guy's channel has about... There's a playlist just for me. Oh yeah, so his playlist for Anthony Grimulli reactions, my arch nemesis, even though I really do not care anything about him. 30 videos. 30 videos about me, this guy. 30. You're probably wondering, what is Jesse... did I click on that? I don't know. It says I've watched it, but Jesse Gender apparently is in a video with me in this, and I'm a Muppet, an AI-generated Muppet, and Crim's here, and Cicely's here. I don't know what short that has to do with anything, but 30 videos about me. People act like I have like a big thing with like Lily Orchard, where like I respond to her a lot, but I don't even have this many, and I fluffed up that playlist with like extra things that just vaguely mentioned her, or if I was brought onto a stream with someone else, I would plug in one of those Lily videos. But apparently I'm a Muppet here, which I'm not sure if that's supposed to insult me or not, because it looks like AI-generated slop. Of course, the backseater here has been sending some harassment to some of my buddies. I'm going to play 2 clips here I found, again, also accessed on the Twitters.
Or honey on them.
So this is a shot. Let me zoom in right here, make sure this is properly okay. Here's a freaking stream clip of his. I want to play it because I think it really captures the vibe of this guy, so you have a sense of who he is. It's important you understand the characters of the story before we begin, because once we get started, we're going to be sending a lot of names out, and this is my first entry into the story. So right here, here's what happened.
I never knew the origin of why he said that, but yeah.
Publicly slobbering all over.
No!
What?
No! Fucked up my stream.
You did not eat out of the pot.
You just fucked up my stream.
You do not eat out of my pot.
So what?
Exactly.
You just fucked up my stream.
You do not eat out of the pot.
Mom, you just fucked up my whole stream.
You do not.
Nick Wolf super chatted $1.99. He hates you like Mr. Turner hates Din Kleberg.
Yes, he does hate me like Dinkelberg, yeah.
You don't.
So yeah, this guy lives with his mom and apparently does not respect the good rules of the household. He also seems to have trouble believing that... Here's a clip also where he criticized friend of the channel, Cecily. Who, Cecily, by the way, great, cool, really cool person. Also want to drag her into a collab at some point too. We've been talking about some ideas, and hopefully we get around to doing it. It'd be fun. But even she posted this clip as well of being harassed by this guy. Oh, sorry.
DB, DU5L super chatted $2. Anthony, I don't even know who you are.
Exactly! It's ridiculous.
Sai super chatted $5. This is one of those moments where the comedic timing is so accidentally good I think. This has to be a bit, even though I know it's not.
Yeah, it's not a bit. It's not a bit. He's legitimately this pathetic. And somehow he makes himself sound even more pathetic in this clip right here where he attacks Cicely. Right here. Take a listen.
I had dozens of queer friends. They would accept me and even let me know.
Dozens of queer
Dozens?
friends?
Really?
That's a little bit statistically anomalous, but whatever, alright.
Yeah.
I didn't even know a dozen people in fucking high school because I didn't want to, because most high schoolers are cringe as fuck. And
Yeah.
so to say you know dozens of specifically queer high school, it's a little bit strange. I don't know.
Yeah, because everyone in everyone in Backseatville High, we're all like, you know what? We hate everyone else here. We all hate each other. We're all assholes here. We don't want to fuck anyone. So basically, let's just go to our classes, then we can all go home and fucking hate each other in peace.
I had
Again, remind you, this is what they responded to.
dozens of queer friends. They would accept me and even let me know.
The fact that Cicely had friends in high school is so controversial that they can't even compute that anyone would have friends in high school.
Blue Baron super chatted $2. Thank you for all your work, Ant. This is good.
Thank you, thank you.
Saluting face tears of joy.
Thank you, thank you. So yeah, this guy's pathetic, so I'm getting at it.
Sam last name super chatted $1.99. What voice actor did you meet at Anime NYC?
Oh, I almost met Amelie, but the line was just too long. Because I was at the line, I could have went on, I'm like, maybe I won't. It's just too long of a line. And then I got caught up watching all these panels. There was this one person from TikTok I recognized too that I'm like, I also hung out with the Shonen Flop guys. They were pretty cool. One of them anyway, in his big group of friends. That was a lot of fun. Shonen Flop, shout out to Shonen Flop. They're a really cool podcast. You listen to them. Anyway, so you're probably wondering, I almost met Amelie, but I did not. I did not meet Amelie. Though I'm sure she would have had comments about my Marin screensaver thing. Anyway, so you're probably wondering, why am I talking about this loser? Like, this guy's a complete loser, right? There's no value in talking about him. Except there is a story to be told here. Quite an interesting one. So let's bring in the next video here, and that's where we get interesting. You see, what you may not realize is there was someone else who was aware of the backseater. And there's the old phrase, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And in this case, we're gonna actually have to thank Mauler and his entire crew, including the Critical Drinker, for what comes next. We are not going to play everything. However, recently, Mauler had his... EFAP had their, I guess, 350th episode anniversary or whatever.
Dalman5 super chatted $2. 142 subs after 138 vids? Delete your CHSNNELLMAO.
Oh, they're the channel? Oh, yeah, they have... Yeah, oh, no, actually, it's worse than that. It's 149 subscribers after 172 videos. The ratio is even worse than you think. So, EFAP responded to them. Now, I want to point out something out to you right now. What I'm about to show you began a cascading effect that has led to the entire desolation of an entire community in the Star Wars fandom. This was the first block to fall. Because when I tell you, what I'm going to tell you is a story and a half. It is insane what transpires, and it goes in places you won't expect. But it starts with Mauler. Again, because it's Mauler, we're not going to play the whole video because he talks more than I do. But here we go. Oh, he's muted.
He
Never heard of him.
So he's been critical of Disney's.
Here you go.
This guy over here, critical drinker. That's it. He
Never heard of him.
So he's been critical of Disney Star Wars for some time, and he made the mistake of enjoying something they made.
Yeah. There you go.
Osterman super chatted $5. I miss when EFAP meant every frame a painting instead of being a group of petulant losers.
Exactly. By the way, we have all the popular picks here. We got the pronouns guy. We got Shadiversity. We got Rags. We got a bunch of other people whose names elude me because I don't really pay attention to all these guys. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of familiar faces here. It's amazing how all these stories involving people around me end up tying together. And Shad. And Shad's here, too. We had to tie it into the extended universe of people in this circle. Okay, but... So I'm not going to play the whole thing, because, again, all these people are famous for not shutting the fuck up when needed. But, yeah, no. So...
Oh my god.
Sai super chatted $2. How is Shad not a picked on Be These Guys?
I have no idea. I have genuinely no idea how Shadiversity of all people is not the biggest target of this group. But.
And he
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bekwa say I'm bored super chatted $2. The Starfield pronouns guy?
Yeah, there he is right here. There's his icon. It's a baby face. It's because he's heels baby face, I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
What?
yes.
It's the 2-year anniversary, by the way, of the of the pronouns rant. And freaking Az was like, the 2-year anniversary of this iconic rant. And I'm like, okay, what else have you done in the last 2 years that's worth talking about? I guess I answered my own question before he could.
User 225 super chatted $1.99. I thought EFAP referred to EFAPing.
It does. That's the joke, but they also it's like a double double entendre, a double entendre. It's both every frame of pause and a reference. So.
Well, I did enjoy that, but probably not for the reasons that Disney intended.
They can't. Oh, that's why they canceled out of spite.
So
All right, that's a lot of power. You're
and critical drinkers here, I think, too.
pulling.
I was made aware of this video, and I shit you not, I watched like a few minutes, and I thought it was so fucking funny. I was like, "You gotta see this." I was like, "Oh, the anniversary's not too far away. This is perfect." So, someone found out that Drinker said something good about Disney Star Wars. And they were very unhappy about this. This, for reference, I think you made this after was it the third arc came out? It's the Gorman arc, right?
It is, yeah. Very much. I mean, it was.
It is
about the third arc in general.
Yeah, this icon is critical drinker right here. So just so you know, he's right next to Shad and Rags. Oh, how sweet. Anyway.
Oh, but I think it was very specifically about episode 8.
Yes.
Episode 8 is absolute cinema.
That's so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the best things I've seen this year in media, which...
I gotta say this too, and I will give credit where credit is due. Occasionally a lot of these guys, and I will say some of them, I'm going to go into more detail on this on Friday's video. I would say some of these guys are more grifters than others, as time goes on, I realize. And this is going to be one of the few compliments I ever give them. On occasion, they admit when something is good. On occasion, something is so good that even they can't bullshit the way around it. Sometimes. As we've seen with some grifters, though, that's still not enough, but I digress. I'd say Prey was that for a time, but I've since seen some of the grifters turn on Prey, so.
Bekwa say I'm bored super chatted $5. ILWK wish Star Wars trilogy was this underground cult classic and was never made into a franchise.
See, what you're looking for is The Last Starfighter. That's what you hoped Star Wars was, but I do agree with you. I do agree. I kind of wish it was like a cult thing like Legend or, or Labyrinth. But anyway, I digress. So, what happens here is such.
Slim pickings. But we do what we can.
Theaters.
So
Weapons is the only movie I've seen in a theater this year that I liked.
Yeah, like I said, slim pickings.
Lightsaber movie there, yeah.
Yeah, Weapons is pretty pretty great.
Pretty
So
Yeah.
we're gonna check.
Not Sinners, strangely enough. Sinners, I think, would be... I would argue Sinners is better than Weapons. But again, you know, they all had a circle jerk about Superman when it came out, so they hate everything. But, you know, okay, again, minor compliments occasionally, but they have to hate on everything for the sake of it. But they do hate on my enemies, so we'll go from there.
Check out.
Twice now.
Like I said,
Someone
wanted to deliver some criticism of Mr. Drinker as to his failure, and we're going to see what they have to say. So there's a combination of just a good old standard response, bit of Andor, bit of Disney Star Wars. I feel like we've got a great crew for this. We'll be able to decipher the secrets that are unveiled here. Let's go.
There we go. Our good friend, who is obsessively nipped at my ankles, finally got someone to notice him.
How you doing, all you beautiful sons of bitches? It's your boy Max here, and today the
Holy shit, what year is it?
Is he a big fan of Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers? You know, it's your boy Jeremy.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Let's say this.
He's literally clapping back at us, by the way.
Let's say the Spartan decoration of his.
It's so much fun when the worst people you know all fight. It's great. Nothing brings you together like something like this.
Room is not very exciting.
Look, he's got a PlayStation 5 in the background. Leave him be.
Yeah.
And Canada Dry. I think that's Canada Dry, maybe.
Why not?
It's the ginger ale of my
PS5
people.
in cans. What else do you need?
I mean, at the very least, he could have hung up some really cheap, low quality, like strip lighting in the background.
I know I
Usually
did.
the
Sometimes
spells out.
you
Heels versus Babyface.
Again, they always go into the same number of attacks. Like, oh, hey, your background, what's going on there? And again, I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's not worth your time, and frankly, that's not really the story. It's chapter 1 of the story. But let's play a little bit more to see what he says. Just to rub it salt in the wound to this guy.
I guess.
Peter is furthering his fucking betrayal.
Betrayal!
Everything
Betrayed me!
he wants.
A Spoonie reference in in 2025? It's more likely than you realize. For those of you who don't know, the Spoonie one, Noah Antweiler, was a critic formerly of Channel Awesome who very famously reviewed the Ultima series. And when reviewing the Ultima series, he had a bit of a betrayal. Oh, in Super Chat coming in. Sorry.
Osterman super chatted $5. Honestly, if there was any sci-fi property I wished became a broader franchise? Spore. That game has so much story potential in its space stage lore.
Honestly, yeah, I get that. So here's a reference. Yeah, that's the reference right there. That's all I'm gonna play. If you don't know the reference, just watch all of the Spoonie Ultima videos. They're like classic internet content. Always a good joke. What's a paladin? What's a paladin? And I saw the Ellis Mark video. I didn't watch it, but I know it exists. Not particularly. I don't particularly agree with that video conceptually. Oh, check him in.
Sai super chatted $2. If you like Spore's space stage play, No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky is pretty good. So they got that going for it.
Nitro, Java, super chatted $5. I always hate seeing the EFAP format again. Glad I stopped watching them.
Yeah, it's rough. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to sit through their stuff.
User 225 super chatted $4.99. Imagine the Jedi Temple raising money by hosting a Jedi Order bikini car wash. That would be dope. And would you fly to Coruscant for that?
I'll fly to Coruscant for that. That sounds fun. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little bit more of the clip, but I do want to emphasize something very important. That when EFAP tends to find a character that they're interested in, their audience becomes kind of latches onto them. I'm one of those people that they latched onto for a while. Organized Chaos was another one too. Chris Stuckman, a lot of figures, mainly ones who I think any of the ones that they have like a more to say about than simply, I see it almost as flattering, right? Because it's like if you become a main character in their story, or at least a character in their story, that means you're doing something that stands out. Like with locales, it's kind of easy because they're just so ridiculous. But if you're so
Olivia
unusual,
Williams super chatted $3.64. Wasn't T that Spoonie quote didn't T originate from the XCOM office reveal?
Probably. I think it was. I think it was that originally, but no, it was. It was the XCOM because there's also the E3 video. Yeah, so it might be XCOM first, but it's all the same. Right. So what I was getting at is this: if there's someone out there who EFAP can't really easily just dismiss outright, either because they're so unusual that they kind of draw attention, or they are compelling enough to a point where they feel they have to argue against them at any turn, they kind of grab hold. Like, so for example, Chris Stuckman, very popular critic, didn't vibe at all with EFAP style. They made him a main character. I myself criticized, disagreed, what have you, became main character of the story. Same with Organized Chaos. With Backseater, it's a combination of a few things. No, Backseater is so bizarrely confident in himself. Yeah, just ridiculous.
User 225 super chatted $1.99. Chris Stuckman. Tell that to Zod snapped neck.
Yeah, by the way, Rags has definitely said some crap on stream. And he did, of course, stream with the Furry Raiders a while back, who are, in fact, a group that every single friend of mine who is a furry has told me are freaking terrible. So, that's all well and good. Let's play a little bit more of this video, and then we're going to dive into what happened, the fallout of this video, which I think is where the story really begins.
Is he okay?
41 stood for. Draco, what have you done?
Wow. Oh no. Like,
yeah.
I thought,
Disney
I
can't do
misunderstood. Like, I thought I was supposed to judge things as objectively as I can and take each program as it comes, but no.
It's a team.
Let
You're on
the
the
hate
team.
flow through you. Did you not watch Lucas Star Wars? He had a whole thing about it. One of the greatest heroes.
Super chatted $10. Personally, I think any channel under 1K subs should be off limits. Hell, under 100K should be off limits. Unless you have a similar size channel, it's just punching down ATP.
Agreed. 100% agree with that. This is why I haven't covered them for a very long time.
Cult underscore of underscore the underscore infinite underscore 888 super chatted $1.
Thank you. Yeah, no. He kind of is like a straight version of Lily Orchard. So you're probably wondering why I'm even talking about this guy. Again, EFAP as a massive channel. Critical Drinker has over 1 million subscribers. These guys are big channels. I mean, Shad has over 1 million. EFAP, I think this is the highlights channel, but their main channel has like 150, 160 subscribers. 150,000 subscribers. All of these channels are way too big to target Backseater, who only has, again, under 200 subscribers. But where it got interesting was where their fan base became interested, because you see, bring up Reddit right now. Oh yeah, everyone's favorite. We're going to Reddit for this part of the story, for this chapter of the narrative. We have to go next to the Mauler subreddit. Isn't that exciting? Everyone's happy. Everyone's favorite subreddit, the best community in the world, clearly. And of course, this community is no friend of mine. Let's see how often they've mentioned me, real quickly. Yep, a few different. They spelled my name wrong here. They've been talking about me for a while. This is all just videos with my name on it. And you know what? That's fine. That's cool. But then we ended up coming to this thread. So, one of Backseater's collaborators went on the smallest subreddit.
Angels Art and Gaming super chatted $2. Wait, those Furry Raiders?
Yeah.
Oh god, Rags.
Yeah, that group. Yeah. If you know what the Furry Raiders are, you know why they're a big deal. Yeah, they don't have to know how to spell my name right. So let's read this right here. I'm going to make the text a little bigger so you can read it more clearly. And let's just dive into it. You can see some of the most recent subreddits I've been on. You can probably see a pattern here. So right here, I actually have history with the Backseater. And this is a day or two after the 350th episode. Let me read it. I'm going to read it right now. So I actually knew Backseater way before he was covered on this recent EFAP. In fact, I've interacted with him and appeared on his channel a couple of times. I first found Backseater from his debate with Organized Chaos, which Backseater deleted from his channel but can be found on Bob's channel. I have seen this debate. It is humiliating. Enough said. I then became a casual fan of Backseater, watching his content dunking on Bob and Dane. Actual fandom. Dane is actual fandom. Both friends of the channel, both like both of them quite a bit, and other people, and even joined his Discord. Then on February 16th of this year, Backseater invited me on his show, and I became a casual regular. I appeared in a couple more episodes until last Saturday. So it was like less than a week ago. At this point, actually, so 9 days, about just less than 2 weeks ago. A little more than 2 weeks, around 2 weeks. When we had a falling out over me having some noise in my background and going on tangents. If you've seen the Backseater streams where he has the same 30-second guitar riff playing on loop for hours, you realize how hypocritical this is. Also keep in mind, his mom ruined the stream by telling him he stuck his spoon in a pot of food that she made. So yeah, that's what I meant with the Backseater. I did enjoy being on the show, but I do agree with him on some things. But to be honest, he's pretty unhinged. Like, the video covered on EFAP is just the tip of the iceberg. X-Men Superfan, thank you for the 5 gifted members. Now, if you're joining right now, you yourself can become a member. Oh, if you sign up as a member right now. But also, you can join our exclusive Discord. I'll be posting a link to Discord for members only after the stream. So yeah, he's pretty unhinged. Now, what happens next is where things get really wild, because the community gets interested in him.
Cult _of_the _infinite _888 super chatted $5. I like the nostalgia critics content, but I don't know the drama. Am I supporting a bad person?
Oh, change the channel. Change the channel is a whole affair that I feel like I'm not the best person to talk about. Because it's a lot. There's a lot that went on there. Oh, thank you for the gifted member, Shark Jumping Walrus. Who became, oh, nice, name, welcome as a member, welcome. Yeah, he treated his work extremely badly. The Juwario situation especially is the big point of contention to this day. But the gist of it is he did not manage his company very well. So naturally, Reddit makes this whole big post. The Backseater gets upset, and he responds, and thus starts a war, one that drags down a growing titan in the Star Wars fandom. We'll get to that in a second. Hey, Angels Art and Gaming, welcome for 9 months. You've been here for so long. 9 months, baby. Hell yeah. So, here's where things get tricky.
How you doing, all the beautiful sons of bitches? It's your boy Backseater, and today I found some really authentic ass crap on the fucking...
I want you to know something right here. He said authentic. That's a reference, of course, to the Gatekeepers Alliance. The Gatekeepers Alliance is a group of Star Wars fans who believe that everything made after Disney purchased Star Wars is fake Star Wars. I'm sure that I'm saying that for no reason in particular right now. None at all. Which, of course, the Backseater is involved heavily with this group. He's on their Discords and everything, talks to them all the time. I'm sure that has no bearing on where the story is going. Of course, the the Gatekeepers Alliance is most famous member, most well-known member, of course, is, of course, the Gatekeepers Alliance. They have a YouTube channel right here. I'm sure I'm bringing it up for no reason whatsoever. Thank you. Welcome as a reader, Coercy. One of the most well-known members is, of course, a YouTuber by the name of the Knights of Melvin. And I'm sure this guy will not be relevant at all in our story to come. I'm not putting a pin in these two for now for a while.
Super chatted $2. Even the well-liked Clone Wars show?
Oh, they hate Filoni. They loathe Filoni for some reason. Everything Dave Filoni made, even under Lucas, they hate.
Winspiracy, Protomorphid, super chatted $2. And give me strength, having a terrible day today.
All right, everyone, let's gather together and grant Winspiracy some strength. All joking aside, I hope you're doing better. But yeah, we'll grant you some strength with this, for sure. But good luck today. Life is tough, and you'll get through this. Don't worry about a thing. Whatever it is, you'll get through it. Eventually. Though it will suck, probably. But you'll get through it.
Sai super chatted $2. Melvin, brother of the Joker.
Yeah, this guy looks like Dr. Doom, though. Less Joker, more cheap Dr. Doom. Trust me, it's going to get bad when we get into it. I mean, what are you talking about? They're not relevant. I'm just mentioning them for the sake of it. Nothing relevant at all in this story.
Nick Wolf super chatted $1.99. I thought Aesthetic was like, oh, Eddie Puss.
No. Apparently, oh, Eddie Puss was a joke, by the way, that was deliberate. And, like, they changed it a little bit.
I'm bored
so I feel bad
super
about that.
chatted $2. Why do they hate Filoni?
I couldn't tell you. Nothing about the backseater is logical. I mean, look at how he responded to Critical Drinking Talk about Andor.
Palpatine.
You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join.
To be clear, I think everyone on this panel thinks Disney is evil.
Basically, yeah.
They just financed an amazing pair of television seasons. All right? I can say that, yeah, Amazon's probably not a great company, but they get shit to my door tomorrow before 5 p.m. So, you know, they get a little credit for that. All right?
They made Rings of Power. They get no credit.
Most evil companies don't do shit for me, so.
Well,
actually,
man, they won't even, actually, I forgot. I now remember why I don't like watching EFAP. They won't even let him fucking talk. Like, there's nothing to respond to. It's like them talking to each other. But the gist of it is that he hates everything made by Disney by virtue of it being made by Disney, and that if you support Disney in any capacity, you're basically endorsing the death of Star Wars, the true canon. So the Gatekeepers Alliance is a fanatical group of Star Wars fans that believe that everything made by Disney is bad. Everything. And if you like any of it, you're in complete support of Disney doing whatever they want to do.
Angels Art and Gaming super chatted $2. Do they even hate Timothy Zahn? AKA Thrawn?
No, they like Thrawn quite a bit. And in fact, I'll tell you this too. One of their videos is them looking at a tweet I made about Thrawn being... because Thrawn's more of a strategist. So I posted online one time saying, hey, Thrawn's more of a Star Trek... feels a lot like a Star Trek villain, more than a Star Wars villain. And they got pissed by
Starkiller
that.
should be canon.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, 100%. They're all like that. But the funny thing is, Backseater has not actually read even a fraction of the Star Wars books. I mentioned one of them. Was it the Crystal... Is it Crystal Star or Crystal Empire? The really bad one. I'd mentioned that to him briefly, and he completely... It involved, like, the idea of robot, sentient droids, or something like that.
The Missant fan super chatted $2. Remember, kids, gatekeeping in fandom is lame.
100%. 100%.
Sai super chatted $2. Only the Og trilogy counts. Get Gud Scrubs.
Only Empire is the only good Star Wars film, guys. Come on. So anyway, I mentioned the Crystal Star, and he had asked someone else to reference a plot point I referenced in it. I forget exactly what plot point I referenced it, but he didn't even know what the Crystal Star was. It's a classic Star Wars EU novel. It's a bad EU novel, but it's still an EU novel. So he supposedly loves the EU, but even then only knows a fraction of the stories. It's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, he reacted to Reddit reacting to him, and this is where the story begins to get interesting.
Every frame applause, subreddit here, some really authentic shit going on here, so let's go through this. So as you all may remember, EFAP covered me on their show. I responded to their response on a stream 2 nights ago. Yeah, and so basically,
we're not going to bother with his response to EFAP's response because it's not as important to the story. What is important is the EFAP subreddit more than EFAP themselves. You'll see why.
This is just a really pathetic display of how pathetic EFAP has gotten. Thank fuck I don't watch them anymore. But yeah, let's see.
You can tell his feelings are really hurt EFAP covered him. When EFAP covered me, I didn't give a shit because I don't care about EFAP. And also keep in mind one thing. When EFAP covered me, they did dig for anything, any dirt they can find on me, but found nothing because there's not much to cover.
Superfan Emma Frost super chatted 8 cents.
The story.
One thing I hate is gatekeeping on high art, but I understand that you can be a snob there. Gatekeeping pop or industrial art is so pathetic.
Agreed. I hate when anyone anyone gatekeeps any media. It's so open for anyone
Nick
to enjoy.
Wolf super chatted $1.99. Only Anne and Splinter of the Mind's Eye are canon open mouth smile.
Nick Wolf, you're a real purist if you believe that. I love that. That's great. No, Splinter of the Mind's Eye. That's a classic. Still shipping Luke and Leia before they realized they were siblings. Kind of story. I love it. Anyway. Karen Traviss is messy as a writer. I'm not a big Karen Traviss fan. I think her writing of the Mandalorians is very kind of like revisionist. She really tried to make the Mandalorians like the real heroes of the story, and it doesn't work, I don't think. I prefer what Filoni did with the Clone Wars, at least, with what direction he took the Mandalorians. But again, I digress. Yeah, Travis also compared the Jedi to Nazis, which is a choice for canon work. I prefer the Jedi more problematic myself. I like it when they're more critical of the Jedi's actions, but to an extent, you have to have some nuance with it. Their big issue wasn't that they were actively aggressive at all, but so passive they allowed evil to flourish. So arrogant and assured of their place and power, they never questioned the threat was building until it was too late.
Coer Series super chatted $5. I stopped following Star Wars before Disney took over. Just lost interest.
Yeah.
Star Wars has become this thing I don't recognize from my youth.
And that's absolutely fine. I've said before that I like Star Wars but don't love it. And by liking Star Wars and not loving it, I'm able to have a bit of a less of an emotional response when everything's happened. Oh, hey, Westside Tyler's in here. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We're talking about some drama. So getting back to the story, for those just jumping in now from Westside Tyler's stream, there is a troll who's obsessed with me. Except not really a troll. He actually believes it's his life mission to destroy my channel. And he drew the ire of a certain group of grifters and right-wing culture critics and did not go well for him. And it's led to him declaring war on the fan communities around these guys. And here's what the story begins.
What are they fucking up to around this time? So we have 3 fucking posts they made on me. We'll get to this one last. This is especially bad, but will the EFAP crew debate Backseater and his crew? I don't know. Will they?
Colt underscore of underscore the underscore infinite underscore 888 super chatted $10. Used to watch a channel called Ecom because they collabed with a YouTuber I liked called M Advocate reacting to the Bad CW Flash show. Are they related to this? I don't really care about Star Wars TBH.
Not sure. I'm not sure. Trust me, this stream is actually not about Star Wars. It's about the Star Wars fandom. There's a huge difference. Again, for all new people coming in, to give you an idea, since people in chat are talking, here's an idea of what the Backseater's like, so you don't feel any pity for this man whatsoever.
That's why he said he was going to pour honey on him.
Playing
I never
it again.
knew the origin of why he said that. But
this is from one of their videos.
Yeah.
Publicly slobbering all over.
No!
What?
No!
This is live, by the way.
You fucked up my stream.
You did not eat out of the pot.
You just fucked up my stream.
You do not eat out of my pot.
So
That's his
what?
mom.
Exactly.
You just fucked up my stream.
You do not eat out of the pot.
Mom, you just fucked up my whole stream.
You do not.
You just... Mom, shut the fuck up. You
Russell
just fucked up
Kurashid
my
super
stream.
chatted $5.
Imagine talking to your mom
the
like
Clone
that.
Wars is not Filoni's show, it was George's. Filoni is absolutely important to show, but many of the show's ideas were from Lucas.
Exactly. 100% agree with that. Oh, wait, here you go.
X-Men superfan Emma Frost super chatted 8 cents. I do hate gatekeeping too, but I admit I can't pay to go to an opera or go to a lot of orchestra or musicals, but I can own a copy of Star Wars I can access easier.
Exactly. Agreed. Oh, yeah, that was a live stream, by the way, the clip, by the way. But that's the guy, which kind of guy we're talking about here. And that was his mom. He did, in fact, tell his mom to shut the fuck up, which is a statement that would get anyone slapped across the face if they were growing up when I was a kid. Yeah, and he's not much younger than me, so it's not like he's like a kid. He's not a 17-year-old. He's in his mid-20s, but still. So.
Let's see. So this guy says they seem willing to have a convo over the state of Disney Star Wars, and that is correct. I am willing to debate Mahler and his posse over this, or have a...
Mauler has better things to do than debate you. Genuinely. I don't even like Mauler, and I tell you he has better things to do than debate you. Hell, I wouldn't debate him. There's no value in it. There's nothing to gain from it. But you? No way. You should not. Don't humiliate yourself further, kid. Especially after what's come to light since about, oh, I'm spoiling things. I shouldn't do that yet. Good things come to those who wait. The story requires some context here, some chapters to outline the whole narrative.
A convo, yeah. So this guy says, are they capable of having a discussion over that fucking music, lol? And they're like, oh.
Show the clip where he tries to beat me up? Okay, hang on. So, to give you an idea, this guy also hates me quite a bit. Let me play the clip.
Evan, the Neil Deal super chatted $10.
Thank you.
Hey, Ant.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for playing the clip I recorded. The full one is on my channel.
Oh, it is? Oh, awesome. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, Evan, Evan, you're one of his guys, right?
$7.28. Gatekeeping in any fandom is bad. The only time I use the phrase, fake fan, is when it is someone who is just jumping on the bandwagon just cause something is popular.
Agreed. 100% agreed.
Bekwa say I'm bored super chatted $5. Can we at least gatekeep those fascist Punisher idolizers? Or the ones that think Patrick Bateman or Homelander are cool?
Yeah, I think we could do that. I would say so. Or at least make fun of them, because they missed the point of the character. Yeah, so, Evan the Neil Deal, you are in and Falcon Gaming 2 is on here, too. So perfect. Both of you are former members of the Backseaters posse, so I felt you knew I was going to come to this topic eventually. And a lot of what you've posted is going to be relevant to the discussions here. Though I'm not sure who initially leaked what I'm going to talk about. It isn't. We need to get a timeline set up. So Backseater.
Oh
yeah.
Let's see. We got Skitterleaf here. The guy takes things way too personally and seems a little unhinged in a way too invested in this kind of way. Okay, yeah. And.
Okay, I want you to look at this right here because he's very. Let me share to you just how unhinged this guy is. This is a short that he posted about me. And just take a look, just take a watch to see what he does here.
Everything.
Fuck it, I'm gonna show what I'm gonna do to Ant if I ever see him on the street. Hold up.
He always has to make irrelevant points. Literally every single.
Evan, the Neil Deal super chatted $5. Sure am. I'm kinda in between all sides in this situation. But just to let you know, you've done nothing to offend me. I think you're chill.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Listen, in general, look, here's my policy in general, right? As long as you're not an asshole, I'm not going to be a dick to you. Like, here's the thing. If I disagree with you, I'll disagree with you. But as long as you're not a jerk about it, I'm not going to be a dick back. That's my policy. I think people deserve to be treated how they treat others. And if you treat others like crap, I'm going to treat you like crap. But if you treat people with respect, even if I think what you're saying I don't agree with, I'm still going to treat you respectfully, I think. I think that's the way that anyone should do things, you know? Like, we should have civil That's a whole other tangent I can get into for a while, but I do want to play this clip that's too ridiculous. Oh, let's play
Zulius,
first.
the Mad Hair super chatted $5. At this point, lol, cows like this guy need to learn to stop when they're this far ahead in being dumb on camera.
Oh, it's too fucking late for this guy, because here's why. Let me play the full clip right here, so again, you have an idea. But here's what he posted. Again, responding to one of my older videos. This is like the Acolyte video, which I did like a year ago at this point. But take a look. And this was his second time watching the Acolyte video, too.
Everything.
Fuck it, I'm gonna show what I'm gonna do to Ant if I ever see him on the street. Hold up.
Now again,
he always has to make irrelevant points. Literally every single video has to include stuff that is simply not truly relevant to what he's saying. This is actually one of his best videos about that because at least all of his points could somehow possibly have some sort of faint relevance, even though it's extremely tiny. Most of his videos doesn't even have that. Just irrelevant stuff.
He decided to strip his shirt off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Plow a pillow.
It's ironic because.
So in the biggest display of his masculinity, he decided to rip his shirt off and start punching a pillow, shirtless, with terrible form, I might add. Again, on a live stream, he did this live. It's too fucking stupid.
X-Men superfan Emma Frost super chatted 15 cents. I think the dumbest type of gatekeeping is when they tackle the X-Men. Thinking when they are on your side but find out they are very progressive. And when they find it's very gay.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. X-Men, when they keep X-Men, it's hilarious.
Nick Wolf super chatted $1.99. Oh, backseatator senpai. Kamochi.
Senpai.
Jonathan Frostathan super chatted $4.99. Imagine playing that pillow punching clip but with Careless Whisper by George Michael playing in the background.
It's not often a man says he wants to take his shirt off and start pounding you on a bed in anger.
Dashing Char super chatted $10. With guys like this, I'm actually kind of surprised he won that fight with a pillow.
I mean, the pillows didn't take any of his punches easily. It just kind of glanced right off him.
Bekwa say I'm bored super chatted $2. Ant's got his own Lex Luthor from Temu.
Oh, come on. I wish I could have a good villain for once. Like, at least with Shad and Lily, it was fun. This is, like, kind of sad. Anyway, so the point of the matter is, he declares war with the Mauler subreddit. And as we're seeing right here, there are multiple members from his crew who have since very loudly left his crew. And that's relevant because when you left, you brought with you, and I'm not sure which one of you did this, but a lot seemed to leak from their private servers, which starts the question. Oh yeah, we're back on track. So what ends up happening is something unusual comes up. Let me play. So I'm going to skip past this because, again, the minutia of this guy isn't relevant. He's just the first domino to drop.
Core Series super chatted $2. Very intimidate. Big mature.
Oh,
Such
yeah.
wow.
Very mature. Very intimidating. So what ends up happening is where's the video I found? Hang on, I found the one. Okay, let me try. Oh, here we go. This is it. So something happens here that I'm going to sum up with this video right here. I'm skipping a little bit ahead, but this is where the story gets into its more troubling phase, and where there's more nuance than just talking about people punching pillows that are supposed to be me. David, I missed David Deister's member chat. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me get that. David Deister, hope you end up like those grifters. I hope you don't end up like those grifters. I don't think I will. Because, again, a lot of this is very different. A grifter, and I'm going to mention this in Friday's video, which is all about grifting. A grifter has a certain idea or product they want to shill. I don't really have a singular agenda I push. I have many ideas I push. I'd be bored if I had one agenda to push, essentially. But what ends up happening here is that playing? There you go. This not going? 1 second. Sorry, that was weird. Okay, cool. So, why is the super chat's frozen? Okay, that's fine. I'll come back in a bit. What ends up happening is Gatekeeper. Sorry, not Gatekeeper. Backseater starts getting angry at the subreddit.
Hell, the thumbnail of that stream feels vaguely hostile. Okay, so what? And what's he gonna do in a debate? Yell, no, it's shit! Every time someone says anything about Andor, I don't know, why don't you invite me on and see what happens? Then this guy...
Is that me? Is that my subreddit? Is that my Discord? Oh, here you go. Cool. Awesome. I'm going to need that for later. Cool. So, what ends up happening is... So sorry. I thought my Discord went off. I'm like, I don't think I had anything there. Oh, because a couple super chats coming in.
Cult underscore of underscore the underscore infinite underscore 888 super chatted $5. I hate gatekeeping. Let people enjoy what they want. Life's too short to be getting angry at what form of escapism you can and can't enjoy.
100% agree. 100% agree.
Zelane super chatted $2. Emo KOTOR 2 is the best piece of Star Wars media.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. KOTOR is fantastic. Sorry, I thought I got a message. It was so weird. Was that the video that had the Discord message? Hang on.
Let's see, we got Skitterleaf here. The guy takes things way too personally and seems a little unhinged in a way too invested in this kind of way. Okay, and... Hell, the thumbnail of that stream feels vaguely hostile. Okay, so what? And what's he gonna do in a debate? Yell, no, it's shit! Every time someone says anything about Andor, I don't know, why don't you invite me on and see what happens?
He did! He had his fucking Discord playing! He had Discord notifications on his video that and this isn't a stream. This is like a video he edited. Fucking cut the Discord messages out, dude. Isolate your audio track. Don't like record. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. That's terrible. That's bad. That's rough. Yeah, right? Okay, cool. I wasn't going crazy. I'm like, wait a second. Was that my video? Was that my Discord or something else? Okay, cool. Mute your Discord. Mute it when you're doing a recording. It's just a simple term you gotta follow. Like, come on, man.
Nick Wolf super chatted $1.99. Why does BSR look like Alden Ehrenreich?
I don't see that at all. I don't see Alden Ehrenreich at all.
Bernard super chatted $5. Backseater reminds me of that on kid in school who doesn't STFU about the military and threatens to fight people over light teasing.
Oh yeah, 100%. So skipping ahead a little bit here.
Chance! Just learn to fucking accept that they suck and continue trashing them. Fuck!
Oh yeah, it is a bit right here.
It's really not gonna do it. But I have enjoyed things like Andor, well, that makes you a shill. Rebels, well, that makes you a shill. And the Jedi Order games, well, that makes you a shill. And we'll give credit where it's due. You don't give credit where it's due with Disney. You just fucking don't. It feels strange to see someone completely get upset that somebody else gave a story a chance because they don't like the company who made it. Yeah, because it's like this giving them a chance mentality. You just fucking don't. If this was a case where, like, Disney made, like, 9 really good stories, but there's, like, 1 bad one, that's like, yeah, I'd understand giving them a shot, but it's like, what? They've made, like, what? Like, over fucking 30 now, and it's still nothing but crap! Stop giving things a chance! Just learn to fucking accept that they suck and continue trashing them. Fuck!
So apparently, it's bad if you enjoy things. Guys, stop being open-minded about media. Just hate everything. Hate it before it comes out, because it's going to be garbage, no matter what it is. Never actually watch things, just hate product, and wait to hate next product.
Fred Skull super chatted $1.99. Come on, Ant, this is a Family Guy cutaway joke, right?
No, this guy exists. He's real. And it gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. You see, I told you the fun parts. This is the fun part of the stream. Because what I'm about to show you is so deeply fucked up that you're going to hate that I ever told you about it. Okay. Because what happened is, many folks started leaking and sharing, DMs and all that. So, for example, let me bring up one of these conversations. Because again, the conversation has been going on for so long, so long, that I haven't even bothered even responding to it. It's gotten to the point where it's like ridiculous. It's like so much nonsense and so much absurdity that it's kind of become its own beast entirely. And it's just gone on and on and on. And again, these conversations just spiraled out of control. It's ridiculous. Oh, there's the full clip. Oh, Evan, here's your full clip. Here you go, right here. Here's a good idea. This is right here. So this is the chain, I think. This thread has gone on for so long. This has been going on for days on my feed. Just the one thread, right from this video. So, also, by the way, if you feel bad for him, Backseater Joey, apparently he's now calling himself. This is how he talks about his mom right here. This is how he speaks about his mother. This is what he says about his mom. So, screw him. He's a terrible person. Now, many people started leaking DMs. The Falcon, who's in chat, I believe, posted this from from his server about the Backseater. An argument he made about Dragon Ball, where he tries to act like Death Battle knows Dragon Ball better than Akira Toriyama. Almost like Akira Kurosawa. From watching watching Throne of Blood recently. I'm like, oh yeah, Akira Kurosawa. So he starts talking about Dragon Ball like he knows what he's talking about. That's stupid.
David Chesluck super chatted $5. Is it weird that I was a die-hard lifelong Star Wars fan and the last few years of fandom has disgusted me so much that I have ditched it for $40K?
Not at all. That's actually not very surprising. I feel like Star Wars, it really I've gotten burned out hard by Star Wars with so much coming out, but still. One second. Let me bring up one thing for later. Now, how do I start with this? From here, things started leaking from everything associated with Backseat, like a
Bernard
leaking
super
boat.
chatted $5. Just realized you look a little like the actor for Kingpin's assistant from the Daredevil show.
I accept it. What's the guy's name? It was the one who was like totally. They were totally they were doing something there in that show. I love that guy. He was cool. I know who you're talking about though. I appreciate that. That's funny. I like that. So people started leaking things because, again, he's targeting Marlu's fan base, and there's no one worse to target than perpetually online nerds. They will make sure they get everything they can about you. And mind you, I argue with them too, but I don't have anything to hide. So when they do like the digs for me, they can't find anything that's really useful. Wesley, thank you. Because it's like, what you see is what you get. This was not the case, though, with Backseater. Because, as I mentioned before, he's buddy-buddy with the Gatekeepers Alliance. Which meant he had several different Discord conversations with members of the Gatekeepers Alliance. Yeah, I'm a live-action Bob's Burgers character. I appreciate that. I love how Westside Dollar said that. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. So, thank you for the SmackDown of the Galactic Convoy. So cathartic. Yeah, it still feels cathartic to look back on. I must warn you all, we're gonna get moving away from the fun stuff now. Now it's gonna get upsetting, very quickly. This is just a general warning that we're gonna start getting into some tough stuff. I'm going to play a video because I can't show you what I've seen on stream. But I will describe it to you after the fact. But take my word for it, what we're about to discuss is very disturbing.
Wake up, Star Wars fans. We got some Star Wars tea to drop on you this morning, and it's probably not the news.
Okay, actually, I just realized I can't play this video because it play freaking Paint It Black. But the gist of it is, there's a user named Evil Kirkar, and so okay, there's no way of putting it. Backseater and Melvin's DMs leaked.
Black Rabbit super chatted $4.99. Just jumped in. Gimme the cliff notes of why they're cannibalizing each other.
Okay, cliff notes time. And to catch up for anyone who's catching up late, Backseater mocked the Critical Drinker for being a Star Wars shill. So EFAP laughed at him with the Critical Drinker and Chativersary of all people in tow on their 350th episode. Backseater then responded to EFAP, and the EFAP Reddit community started becoming very interested in the Backseater. Backseater attacked the Reddit community, and then the Reddit community dug deep into
David
Backseater.
Leonard super chatted $20. Hey Ant, I got to say you are pretty up there when it comes to my favorite YouTubers when it comes to writing and exposing grifters.
Thank you.
These guys always seem to cannibalize each other in the end over clout and money.
That's what it comes down to. A lot of them are chasing each other's tails and trying to be more extreme than the next. Guys, if you get too extreme outside the mainstream group, you never succeed because they're just going to cannibalize you. Oh, sorry. Nick Wolf, thank you for being a member for 7 months. This is why the rule of 2 exists, people. Yeah, basically, right? So, their DMs leaked, and here's proof of it. It's in the Gatekeeper Alliance subreddit. And turns out Knights of Melvin's, when I say he likes them young, I mean it. I will not show you what the images are on the Discord, though that you can find them. But it's a lot of smut involving, ironically, Ahsoka Tano from Clone Wars. Ahsoka Tano, who's 13 in the show. And then they shared images of people who are of a similar age to this character, talking about waiting for the future, we'll say. And that's what how I'm going to phrase it, to be correct on YouTube, because Jesus Christ, these things go on for a while. And Backseater's in all the conversations. He's right there with them. Posting along, posting away with them. And yeah, even in this post right here, they make sure they point that Backseater is involved with this. They are, yeah, these are all the same team. If you're and it's not just simply Melvin and Backseater, it's the entire Gatekeeper Alliance is all like this. So you're probably wondering, what's Knights of Melvin? What are they like? What's their channel like? Let's take a look at the Knights of Melvin and see what a diddler sounds like, as well as who he was targeting. Because it turns out he too was targeting someone who I believe deserves a chance at being shouted out by us. Because there's one person who's been harassed by Melvin for, looks like years, who I want to make sure gets his dues because he deserves his flowers. We'll get that in a second. So this is what Melvin is like.
We need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk.
Riveting content right here. Clearly he's a master content creator with a lot to say. Jesus. Okay.
We need to talk. Need to talk. We need to need. We need to talk.
Okay.
Need to talk. We need to talk. I'm not a show. I'm not a fake fan either. Maybe there's more coming. I don't know.
Clearly he has a lot to say. I guess he needed to talk about something, but I'm not sure what it was. What's another video of his? Let's find something a little more his regular style of content. There was one I had seen previously on a stream.
David Leonard super chatted $5. Here's an extra 5 before I go back to work, but he really does sound like one if you know what I mean. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, he also argued that he also would call Star Wars Explained Star Wars Sexplained, which is in so many ways so ironic given the fact we know for a fact that Melvin's a pervert.
Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
This is one of his more normal videos, but he still sounds like a
Hello there, this is Darth Melvin, leader of the Knights of Melvin.
Mind you, this is indeed how he presents himself in videos normally. With a cheap-looking Doctor Doom mask and a cheap-looking hood with a sound filter over his voice to make him sound more intimidating than he really is, and the dumbest-looking red glow possible. And they call us ridiculous.
We are at the end times for Sexplained. Recently, Star Wars Sexplained led a movement to demonetize 3 channels. Geeks and Gamers RK Outpost and Nerdrotic. Also mentioned in their Star Wars theory who, let's be honest, that's their real goal.
Yeah, the guy they barely mentioned in the document is the real target of what they're talking about. Not the guys they mentioned 4 or 5 times over. Also, I find it very ironic how the crew he's making fun of are now indirectly responsible for these guys crumbling apart.
exclusive Star Wars channel that is the biggest as far as subscribers and views goes and has the most influence. The Sexplains wanted to take him out, and Star Wars Theory responded, and they are paying for it badly. They were already getting ratioed on their latest Q&A. It was very close. Then Theory drops his...
Tin Vo super chatted $2. Every time Melvin videos start, I died inside.
Yeah, right? A little bit. I can't imagine that the guy who calls everyone a sex predator was in fact a sex predator, but hey, what are you going to do?
Video, and now... And it's at a rate that I don't think we've ever seen before in the Star Wars fandom. They are down over 10,000 subscribers since...
Here you go.
Bekwa say I'm bored super chatted $5. Remember when H-Bomb called a guy dressed as wearing a serial killer mask? Good times.
Good times. Love it.
Majin Lifestyle super chatted $4.99. I'm trying so hard not to a Melvin brother of the Joker reference, but his voice in the first video is not doing him any favors.
It's very hard. It's very hard.
Dill is chill super chatted $1.99. Are Ant fans the Knights of Anthony then?
I wouldn't even mind that, but I'll go more for like a medieval vibe with my Knights of Anthony, personally. Like more of, actually not even medieval, more like soldier from Final Fantasy VII. Like kind of that vibe I'd go for, but I digress.
Zypher 8677 super chatted $2. I didn't know Riddler talked about Star Wars too.
Yeah, right? It's pretty wild how that works out. Anyway. So this guy, he criticizes everyone else. A ton of people. Including one user named Jacob. For whatever reason, he really targeted this Jacob guy a lot. And we're going to get into this soon because he has a response to all the drama surrounding him. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, he would do all these different things. He would attack all these different characters. He'd attack Ryan Johnson, of course. He'd attack all these quote-unquote paid Disney shills. He loved targeting them. But there's another channel he targeted a lot, whose name is Jacob. Let me bring this up real quick. So Jacob, poor guy. I gotta find what his channel is actually, because I feel like the problem I have is I don't know his channel name.
Olivia Williams super chatted $7.28. It's typical Republican, the whole protect the children, but then protect Catholic Church confessional, and argue teenage girls should get married and protect child marriage.
100%. 100%. So, hang on a second. Let me see if... Here you go. So basically, not Air Force. No. AI. So the big argument was they targeted this this one guy, this one Star Wars YouTuber, because he essentially had... Oh, here he is. I found it. One second. That's right. I put it in a playlist for a reason. Here we go. Here we go, right here. This is it. So there's the Gatekeeper Alliance channel. So not the Darth Melvin channel, but the Knights of the Melvin channel, but the Gatekeeper Alliance channel. Their group. So,
but I personally have...
So these... Let me know these guys up. So all these channels... All of them, all 5 of these channels, because their logo, were on a server together posting inappropriate pictures of very, very young people. All of them. A lot. Just throwing it out there.
but I personally have found Rey to be extremely compelling since we first met her in The Force Awakens. But to me, with Rey specifically, this isn't plot armor or even a narrative flaw, it's fantastical and mystical in all of the best ways, and perfectly accompanies what Luke was able to do with little to no knowledge of the Force in A New Hope, blocking blasts from a training droid with the blast shield down on his helmet.
What the fuck?
Specifically.
Ray! Ray
Oh my
beating
God.
Kylo. Ray.
So, we got here Mr. Grizzy, Star Wars Marvel Purist, United Spacers Alliance, or TIM, OG Star Wars, and Darth Melvin, all of whom are associated with a channel that was explicitly dealing with some garbage. All of them should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. Every single one of them, for what was going on in those servers. And all 5 of them ganged up on this guy Jacob, essentially. Lightspeed. Okay, so this guy right here. Let's bring him up. They would relentlessly, time and time again, target this one channel. Here you go, Lightspeed. I knew his channel wasn't named Jacob. I just knew him as Jacob.
Buckle up, baby.
This channel
Punch it,
right
I'm
here, Jacob right
welcome
here.
to Lightspeed. And in all honesty, I'm kind of in disbelief that I'm.
Like, this is the channel they're making fun of, by the way.
Baby.
Punch it, I'm Jacob, and welcome to Lightspeed. And in all honesty, I'm kind of in disbelief that I'm actually making this video right now. Ever since my mom bought me an R2-D2 action figure whenever I was a kid, Star Wars has always been a massive part of my life. But growing up, I only had a few friends I could really talk about Star Wars with. I never would have guessed that years later.
Owen super chatted $1.99. Darth Didius.
I love it. That's great. That's great. Yeah, Jacob just seems enthusiastic about Star Wars. Listen, I wish I had that enthusiasm for Star Wars. I personally don't. But, like, he seems like a cool enough guy in general.
The Wave Runners super chatted $2. Melvin, brother of the Vader.
Yeah, basically, right? That's what it feels like. And again, like, this guy posts infrequently. He doesn't post a ton. You know, gets, like, 5,000, 4,000, 6,000 views a video, 16,000 a good day. That happens. Channel has like been around for a while. 54,000 subscribers. Hey, that's fine. Star Wars Scran. Jacob is not a nice guy. He tries to cancel YouTubers. Well, where? None of these videos are like, they're just about Star Wars, man. Not to tell you. I don't see any of his videos that's canceling anyone here. Let's look. No lives. Shorts. Nothing here. Seems like a nice enough guy. Just up to Star Wars, man. Oh, Lord Apep. I'm in the Lightspeed Discord. Need cool. Hey, yeah. He sounds like a cool dude. Honestly, I've interacted with him a couple times on Twitter. He seems like a nice guy, you know. And like again, he doesn't like freaking assholes in his fandom. I do the same thing. I can't stand assholes, so I can't blame him if he's criticizing like crappy people like these guys. But again, they'll gang up on these streams and start bullying him. There's multiple streams where they just bully his videos. Like, here's an example.
Ray beating Kylo is the same as Luke deflecting blaster bolts from the training droid. Kylo, Snoke's apprentice, years of trainings.
Yeah, and all said,
dark side user.
It's
trained
like
by Luke and Snoke.
Luke slicing and dicing Vader, like in Episode 4, like that's what it is. Disney Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
mind you, they haven't yet explained why that's ridiculous. Now, I don't agree with the initial statement. Let's listen to that again, just to make sure we don't forget. So here's the initial statement.
Since we first met her in The Force Awakens. But to me, with Rey specifically, this isn't plot armor or even a narrative flaw, it's fantastical and mystical in all of the best ways, and perfectly accompanies what Luke was able to do with little to no knowledge of the Force in A New Hope, blocking blasts from a training droid with the blast shield down on his helmet.
So what he's saying is basically that Rey harnessing the Force to fight Kylo is in conversation with how Luke was able to block blasters from his training droid. Not that they're of similar feats of skill, but the same skill employed in different ways. That's such a neutral, nothing statement that you can't even like begin to pretend that's something controversial. He's saying both characters use the Force to block attacks and fight. That's what he's saying. And these guys act like that's like the most ridiculous thing in the world, even though it's the same concept. They're both using the Force to guide their motions. There's nothing about that that's controversial. Like, they're the same freaking statement.
Zypher 8677 super chatted $2. Red flag. Any creator wearing shades indoors.
Hell, at least 3 of these people are wearing shades. Only one not wearing shades, as far as I know, is the OG Star Wars lady, who I have interacted online before. She's shown up unasked. she's offered her unsolicited opinion a few times on Twitter a couple times when I've had conversations. And usually, Anthony, it's still time to take back the lies you said about them. What lies? Star Wars Scram? What lies you talking about? Did they not post inappropriate stuff on Discords? Did they not share pictures of an underage character in explicit fashions and talk about young actresses and fantasize about them getting older and waiting? That's all public knowledge. That's all public now. There's no lie. Someone else posted that. All I'm doing is talking about something someone else has reported from their Discord. If you want to get mad at someone, blame the leakers, not the people talking about the leaks. You have sinned for the last time, I see. Ugh, tragic, 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 tragic. Oh my goodness. What we got here? I don't really... You can say whatever you want there, buddy. I don't really care what you have to say. You're allowed to do whatever you want. We have another troll, unfortunately. That's a shame. Oh, well. The leaks, of course, were on the Twitter accounts. I've mentioned before already. They were posted primarily by a user named Evil Kirkar, whose name is very, very edgy. So, blame this guy if you have a problem with it. We're just reporting what he posted. Anyway, back to this.
Specifically.
Ray
my
beating
God.
Kylo. Ray beating Kylo is the same as Luke deflecting blaster bolts.
You know, for Star Wars fans, Ray doesn't beat Kylo. The planet, the Starkiller base splits apart, and they never finish their fight. That being said, Kylo wasn't winning. But what are you gonna do?
From the training droid. Kylo, Snoke's apprentice, years of trainings.
Yeah, and all of a sudden...
Dark side user.
It's like...
Again, the problem is not actually countering anything that Jacob actually said. They demonstrate they don't even understand the basic thread of an argument. That's the problem. They have to laugh. They have to be snide towards another creator they deem as lesser. And to do that, they don't even actually acknowledge what it was the guy said initially. And in the process, demonstrate they're not mature enough for this conversation about a show aimed for families.
By Luke and Snoke.
Luke slicing and dicing Vader, like in Episode 4, that's what it is.
Slicing and dicing Vader. Well, here's the problem with that. First off, if you watch the movies, you know that Kylo Ren is vastly weaker than Vader. Secondly, Vader never uses his lightsaber outside of fighting Obi-Wan.
Chatted $2
in that first
Just
movie.
woke up. What did I miss?
A lot of nonsense. Basically, an entire group of anti Star Wars grifters have been exposed for being very, very inappropriate. I'll put it that way. Thanks to my tag-along troll, the Backseater, that has inadvertently led to bunch of these guys being exposed for being creeps.
Disney Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's quite funny. He doesn't realize what he's doing. He's showing how weak of a villain Disney Star Wars has under Kylo Ren. You know, your characters, your protagonists are only as fascinating, strong, and all that as the villain is, the antagonist is. So to saying it's one of the...
You heard it here, folks. Lex Luthor, terrible villain, because he's not strong. That Lex Luthor, that Joker guy, terrible villains. Absolutely boring characters. They can't fight. They can't fire laser beams to match Superman's laser beams. What are they going to do? Again, we have a character who was shot with a massive blaster, has a hole drilled through him, had already beaten Finn in a one-on-one fight, and is now losing to Rey only because Rey allowed the Force to guide her hand to attack. Something that Kylo, as a Darkseid user, was not in tune with. So, where's the issue here? In the process of trying to show how bad Jacob is as a fan, they only seem to prove that they themselves don't understand the medium they're talking about.
The practice droids that Luke is training for the very first time is basically saying that Kylo Ren is just an ass. Basically, can't do anything. He's a weak character.
No, that's not what he said. He said that both Rey and Luke use the Force to guide their hands in combat. Are you incapable of actually understanding what words are said by another human being? That's the thing with these bullies I don't understand. They're just being jerks, sure, but like they're being jerks while simultaneously demonstrating they can't actually engage in a discussion. They can't debate because they can't actually acknowledge the topic. They have to shift the topic. You see, Jacob never said the droid was just as powerful as Kylo Ren. He said that Luke and Rey demonstrated a similar skill using the Force. That's it. That's the only thing he said. But because they can't actually discuss that topic, but have to make their target look ridiculous in practice, they shift it slightly. That's a subtle trick that a lot of these grifters do to make it look like they're saying something a little different. Let me take care. I may need this one for a second, actually. I might need this clip for a rainy day now that I'm saying this out loud. Let me just put that aside for a second there. I might need it for a future video.
Tinbo super chatted
Just
$5. I legit don't understand the needs to bully somebody for simply liking Rey.
Oh yeah.
If you don't like them, move on, but why make an entire content about it?
Because they have no life. That's why. That's simply that. They have no life beyond this. This is the only thing they have going for them. They measure their sense of worth by how much Star Wars trivia they can vomit back out at you. And that's it. And here's the thing. Here's the funniest part about all this. I don't even like the sequel trilogy all that much. I've made multiple videos criticizing The Rise of Skywalker. But I like anyway.
The Wave Runners super chatted $5. Luke redirected a missile into an extremely small exhaust port with his only prior experience shooting rats in the desert. It's like Luke deflecting.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. That's, I think, a bigger feat than freaking Rey fighting Kylo Ren to a standstill. A guy who never completed his training and was already badly injured. Making a 1 in a million shot is way tougher than Rey and Kylo Ren fighting. And that's this first movie. Luke overcomes way worse odds than Rey ever dreams of overcoming. It's that simple. Anyway.
And I guess the Force works in mysterious ways, doesn't it? Because on the Star-triggered Episode 1, J.A.I. Jacob hits 50K, almost 51K now.
Holy crap.
Fake bot subscribers.
He has passed fake news Kyle Katarn.
He has passed fake news Kyle Katarn, who started in, 2017?
By the way, you may think it's strange that they're talking about how many bot subscribers that Lightspeed has, but some of the leaks that came out apparently told me that the Knights of Melvin. He's very insecure. He only has 10K subscribers. He's very upset by that, actually. He was very insecure about
super
this.
chatted $5. Also, Anakin single-handedly destroy an entire space station by himself as 10 years old because he pressed random button, but hey Ray is the Mary Sue.
Exactly. It's not like Star Wars. There's any shortage of Mary Sues in it, quite frankly. But yeah, no, they have to make fun of his botted subscriber account because apparently the fact that he has 50K subscribers and only a few thousand views per video, that means he has bots or something like that, which could mean anything. I know people who have 100K subscribers, but usually sometimes will make anywhere from 10K to 20K a video in terms of views, and that's fine. Sometimes less. That's all right. You know, some channels just have different types of videos that go off, and this guy, Jacob, doesn't seem to make videos every week, and I'm sure the fact that these assholes are bullying him constantly probably doesn't help matters at all for his confidence. Who is Jesse Williams? What are you doing there, buddy? Who cares?
Sai super chatted $5. Darth Melvin is just Overlord DVD from Temu.
Yeah, basically.
And Overlord DVD is already Overlord DVD from Temu.
Basically. I mean, he's just a guy in a Doctor Doom mask. Who cares what he has to say? But, yeah, no. So the problem is these guys just get angry at different Star Wars YouTubers. So let's keep going with this, and then we'll go with their reaction to trauma.
He passed Rocha, right, who has, like...
He passed him a while ago.
Insiders and all that shit, right? But he's just... His content's so captivating that everyone's fucking signing up for his channel, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at these. He got, like, 6K, 4K, 4.5K. He is fucking raking in the...
Dude, your video got 2.7K, all right? Let's chillax a little bit here. And you only got that much because your other channel's audiences pooled into this one channel's audiences. But not one of them actually decided to subscribe to you. You're not even monetized, this channel. You're not even monetized yet. And you're telling other people that they should be ashamed of what numbers they put out? Come on, man.
Subs on those low viewership videos, you guys.
It's because it's not toxic, guys. He's attracting people because he's so nice, and you know, he's a nice guy. He's a nice 26-year-old boy.
His community tab, does he have any more comments on his announcement?
Yeah, let's look at that. There were 11 likes on the spacing at that point. 11.
So he announced the 50,000. Like, this is a big deal. Like I had so many people be like, Melvin, good job on 10,000. Like, people I know, people I don't know, congratulate me. Look at how many people replied to his thread.
Yeah, scroll down. 11 likes.
Only one? Oh my god.
One comment.
This is the cringiest behavior I have ever seen a group of 5 people make on a video. This is really fucking pathetic, isn't it? These judgmental assholes were in their Discord server sharing smut of underage characters and sexualizing underage people. And they're going on this guy's channel saying, oh, he got 11 likes on a post he made a day ago. What a loser. Who's the bigger loser, I wonder? Who's the biggest loser, I wonder? This, to me, screams of insecurity, especially because I know for a fact Melvin's really insecure. He only has 10,000 subscribers. In fact, he crossed 10,000K a while ago. This was 7 months ago. How many does he still have? Oh, right, he still has 10,000. Oh, 10,000.1. My apologies, King. Let's take a look real quick, shall we? Since we can. Oh, what's the name? Social Blade. Here we go. Social Blade. Oh, Knights of Melvin. Let's take a look at you real quick. Here we are. 10K subscribers. Let's take a look real quick right here, shall we? Alrighty then. So, Knights of Melvin. Hey, 2 million views. Not bad. 10K subscribers. Not bad. Almost 1,000 videos, though. Interesting. Okay, so we got here. What else do we got? Knock you down. Oh, wow. Look at that. Zero new subscribers this week. Monthly game subscribers. Hey, you got a whole bunch here. Hey, not bad. Oh, but then look right here. You dipped in February. You stayed stagnant. Dipped again. Came back up in. August. You're up 100, but you're really back to where you were before July because you went down 100 here. It's strange, isn't it? You have 1,000 subscribers in September 2024. What happened then, I wonder? You got a little bump during the Acolyte's reign, right? And then a lot of nothing. Monthly gained views, a whole lot of nothing. Oh, but it correlates. You had a big video in October. And then a lot of nothing. And by the way, this is 27,000 in a month. Not 27,000 in a day, a month. And hey, that's fine. Consistent views, right? Consistent views. That's fine. But it does seem odd to me. Let's take a look at, what was it? Lightspeed Skipper. There we go. A lot of nothing here, too. Neither of them had anything. But look right here. A big dip in views. Took a lot of videos down. That's a shame. Neither channel is doing particularly well. But you can see an actual decline right here. Take a look. Actually, let me change it slightly. 1 second. See right here? Falls out of the algorithm right here in February and stays out of it for a while. Down subs. And I think it's no shock that the problem is they started harassing this guy, bullying him. And take a look at how many videos he put out. 4 months, 7 months, 8 months, hits a wall, nothing. Stops posting. So, mind you, I'm not saying necessarily that Lightspeed's channel was going to be amazing. But it seems really fucked up that these guys start bullying him about 7 months ago and that decline happens. So, what do we take from this, right? It's very unfortunate, I think. It's very unfortunate. And it sucks. It does suck quite a lot. It sucks quite a lot because it's clear that Melvin is kind of responsible for this, isn't it? He's kind of responsible for kind of just messing with this poor guy, It sucks. And I don't know necessarily what to do about it.
Fred Skull super chatted $4.99. If SW sequels went off with OA Hitch, we'd have Gaypo and Finn, who would also be a Jedi, and, gasp, a woman as a Jedi Master. The grifters would combust.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And it sucks. It really does. Yeah, just sucks. What are you going to do? Anyway, back to this. Sorry, I was just looking to look at a note for my something. I was going to do something, but I realized it wasn't really useful. Also, I'm overheating for whatever reason. And this light's really hot. So let's move away from this. I don't want to. I want to give Jacob his flowers. If you haven't subscribed to Jacob, do so. That's my shout out for today. In fact, here's his channel. I'm going to give this guy a little love in the comments here. If you get a chance, sub to this guy. This stream is in tribute to Jacob.
User 225 super chatted $1.99. Maybe invite Lightspeed on stream. Talk about SW.
Would love that. But for right now, the most we're going to do right now, if you get a chance, subscribe to Jacob's channel.
Aquila super chatted $5.56. Following death threats on FBI got for standing up for Kelly Marie Tran, I now deprioritize all Western media that lacks strong positive Asians.
Okay, maybe you shouldn't. You got death threats on Facebook. Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought you were giving... You're going to laugh. I thought you were giving death threats at first. My brain didn't compute that correctly. Yeah, no, that sucks. I freaking hate people. How they just say the worst things to people online. Anyway. Let's see how Melvin responded to his DMs getting leaked. Let's see. Here we go.
So your mission is to turn people to the dark side. You want people to be so mad that they are forced to sell Star Wars.
Star Wars Explained is a Disney show.
I do have love for the type of loser that Melvin is.
Oh, send this to Melvin too, by the way. I'm not fucking scared, dude. You're not gonna do shit.
I am tired of Disney shills. I am growing stronger in the dark side every day.
Yeah, no, you're lucky you still have a channel at this point, buddy. After the stuff that came out from your Discord.
I need more Knights.
And look, I want to say this right now. Because everyone has Discord scandals. People in chat have had Discord scandals. Discord's a messy place. It's tough running a Discord. That's not easy. But there's a difference between someone on your Discord posting something inappropriate that maybe you should have monitored or had a better security on, whatever, versus actively posting it on your own Discord and thinking no one's going to cause a problem because everyone's on the same page as you. That's where the problems come in for me. Like, if you're one of those people who had like a user who was inappropriate on Discord, that happens. You know, that's life, you know? If you have an NSFW page on your Discord and something really inappropriate comes up, that's not cool. But when you're the one actively putting the inappropriate stuff on the Discord, that's where issues start to come into play, I think. Where I start to have a little bit of a concerned expression. So yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, no, this guy is acting like he's this big, tough dude because he wears a Doctor Doom mask and uses a voice changer. Like any type of nerd on this site does. Like, come on, man. Like, people who... This guy mainly only targets people who are essentially smaller channels with smaller reach in the Star Wars fandom. But I've dealt with people who are way worse than this guy. Like, I've argued with Lily Orchard. I've argued with Shad. I've argued with Lio Convoy. And in all these situations, the situation usually resolves itself because there's more value to be had by dragging out the conflict for entertainment than otherwise. And all parties know this. No idiot is going to go for the death punch when they could have a good argument to be dragged out. Lily tried that, but it didn't work out so well for her because everything got repealed. Melvin, though, thinks he's actually in a war. He actually thinks he needs to take these accounts he disagrees with down. And that is the sign of a true loser on this website. No idiot who gets involved in conflicts really wants their opposition to go away, because the conflict back and forth is what drives entertaining value. It's like a WWE match at a certain point. It's fun. This guy is clearly
User
reading too much into it.
225 super chatted $4.99. Dude. IDK if anyone here is familiar with old online fitness, but this guy is literally Jason Geneva when he executed Order 66 on other influencers.
Jesus, I don't even know that story, and that sounds already much like this guy. Seriously.
Angry Clippy super chatted $5, playing Final Fight as Dean pretending it's Ant beating up grifters.
Love it. That's great. But again, like, that's reality. Listen, if you're on YouTube and you're talking about this engagement thing, it is ultimately a theater. You know, there is an element of theatrics to it. No matter who you are or how justified you might be in your position, there is an element of theater. And I've said so much. I check my bed for DSP under my bed every night. Yeah, well, that's DSP in a nutshell right there, isn't it? I love the one... I saw a clip of DSP where he reacted to, what's her name, Nyanners, the VTuber. I'm like, this is great. Anyway, so yeah, this is in response to all the big things. Let's take a look what he has to say. Posting all his thumbnails like that matters. That's bad Photoshop, by the way. That's really, the colors clash, the lighting's bad. You can tell there's a different hood than the rest of the body here. It just looks bad. It's not very good. Also, the size is bad. Make your character bigger. Like, more in frame. It's easier to look at that way.
Hello there, this is Darth Melvin, leader of the Knights of Melvin.
What's very intimidating, he was mouse clicking in the background here.
Tinvo super chatted $5. Not going to lie, as disgusting Lily Orchard is and unhinged her content, at least her rant is unique and not just woke and woman bad.
Yeah, Lily Orchard is bad in a way that's interesting to talk about. This guy is just boring, but he's also a jackass, so I have no problem talking about this topic. Yeah, this is the lamest. Okay, so first off, signs your stick isn't working. When you have, like, the earbuds going to your Dr. Doom mask, and they're obviously on the outside of it, because it's obviously like a little strap-on, like, plastic, flimsy little tin foil thing. You have your scary, modified-looking Dr. Doom mask, and like, this is Melvin, clicks on mouse cursor. Again, listen, you can actually hear his mouse cursor going a little bit. Listen really closely. It's really funny.
Of the Knights of Melvin. What's up, Knights?
No, couple clicks
We're
there.
here on Saturday nights. Time for...
Was there a live? Oh, there's a live panel, too. Oh, there's a live stream reaction, too.
Of the Melvin. What's going on? What's going on, Knights? So, before we get started, once
you know the earphones, you can't unsee it. It's too funny.
To be addressed.
Again, so let's get to where he starts talking about the controversies.
With the sex planes, they do have a video to fail. That's what I want. Not get money for Starfighter. Fuck Starfighter.
When are you gonna talk about the scandal there, buddy? You know, the posts, the leaks,
man,
the controversy.
Shills. Bane of the shills on Rumble.
You're gonna mention the controversy,
who knows,
right?
This could work out. Rumble is, people are down on the platform right now, and so him committing basically fucked everything up. They fucked up the timing of this cancellation campaign. They shouldn't have done it during Dragon Con.
So nothing. You're gonna ignore the whole controversy, huh?
The Wave Runners super chatted $2, MF Goon.
Seriously, it's a complete creep. And again, here's the thing. So he's trying to avoid discussing the controversy. He wants to avoid talking about it because if he doesn't talk about it, his audience won't hear about it. And because this guy's a nobody, no one big's going to talk about him. So that's why I had to talk about him. I had to talk with this guy because he's a creep and he's getting away with it too. Because, and again, I encourage you not to look up the images because they're upsetting. But if you choose to look at them,
User
they're posted by this account.
super chatted $4.99. Look up the video. Jason Geneva executes Order 66. I promise you it's perfect for this guy.
Okay, let's take a look at that. Jason Genova. Okay, let's take a look at that. Oh, God. Why do I fear? Oh, God. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm not playing
Fred
that.
Skull super chatted $4.99. Melvin is taking so many extra steps just to say, I have never felt the touch of a lover and so angry no people touch Melvin's Melvin arg woke.
That's what it is. That's it. That's right there. So many steps to say so. And again, like, here's the thing, ultimately speaking. Guys like these are cowards. They hide their face behind a mask in order to avoid taking accountability for their actions. Meanwhile, they'll target people who have full-faced, figures in the fandom right here, And he has the gall to call people, give these dumb nicknames to people. Star Wars Sexplained for Star Wars Explained. Come on, man. Yeah, no, it's basically like just wiping up trash right here. Yeah, no. What are you talking about in chat? What are you guys talking? Like, I'm looking at snippets here. I'm like, what the frick are you talking about here? Like, what weird stuff are you going on about? Oh, Melvin. Oh God. Oh no. do I do this? Hang on. Hang on. This is literally him right here.
Who wants a hug?
I do.
Tristan, no! He's just going to stab you or something. Don't listen to him, Tristan. He just wants all the hugs to himself. Why would I want all the hugs? I am in control of your mind.
Nick Wolf super chatted
right there.
$1.99. Griftar's RY Andy Kaufman's shtick wouldn't work today.
Yeah, no, we make too much crap to have that be convincing, basically.
Ronan Zadkiel super chatted $5. Every time I feel like I'm chronically online, I'm reminded that dudes like this exist and realize I could be way worse.
Oh, 100%. It could be so much worse. It could be so much worse. But yeah, no, so the Knights of Melvin are a bunch of creeps. That's what it comes down to.
Just
and
another...
The day of all these leaks, he posts this stream to avoid discussing the controversy. He's one of those people who avoids controversy because the reality is if he ever addressed it, he'd have to address how weak his positioning is. Further, why would anyone watch this guy? He's a complete loser. He like, listen, I'm not trying to say my content's necessarily terrific. It's not. It's just whatever. But like look at this. Look at these topics. Someone sent fake copyright strikes, apparently. So we got to target them. Star Wars New Hope is another Disney charity event. Carly King cried about her garbage channel. Oh, so here's another thing Melvin did. Apparently he tried targeting a new channel right here. Let's take a look at that.
Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
Zelane super chatted $2.
Disney Star...
Melvin Def used an iChat bot to be Ahsoka.
Oh, God, probably. That creeps me out, but yeah, almost certainly.
Wars is trash, and Disney hires Disney shills to shill for their shit-ass fake Star Wars.
By the way, before we keep going, you notice that his vocal style is being copied by Backseater? Listen to this. I'm going to play this again real quick.
Rebels, well, that makes you a shill. And the Jedi Order games, well, that makes you a shill. And we'll give credit where it's due. You don't give credit where it's due with Disney. You just fucking don't. It feels strange to see someone completely get upset that somebody else gave a story a chance because they don't like the company who made it. Yeah, because if you do, it's like this giving them a chance mentality, you just fucking don't. If this was a case where, like, Disney made, like, 9 really good stories, but there's, like, 1 bad one, that's like, yeah, I'd understand giving them a shot, but it's like, what? They've made, like, what? Like, over fucking 30 now, and it's still nothing but crap! Stop giving things a chance!
I just love how stupid that is. Like, stop giving things a chance! It's so dumb. Yeah, if Rev says Desu is making better content than you, you know you're... By the way, the law in Texas just became in effect today. So we'll see how the 20 years in prison for distributing Dragon Ball manga goes.
User 225 super chatted $1.99. Melvin calls his Discord kittens his lil Padawans.
His little Padawans. Oh, how deeply uncomfortable that is. That's the second weirdest Discord kittens thing I've heard in a while. Jesus. Okay. But yeah, so right here.
This picture right here are the Shill Elites on their exclusive trip to Lucasfilm, where they met Dave Filoni and Leslie Headland and got to see the first episode of The Acolyte. Star Wars Sexplained Alex and Molly Damon, they're clearly Disney's top Disney shill.
This is all he talks about. No wonder your channel has only 10,000 subscribers, dude. If all you talked about were the same 15 stupid people in and again, I'm not saying Star Wars Explained is stupid. He's a really cool YouTuber. I think he's a really cool guy. And obviously Jacob, I think, is unfairly maligned by these assholes. But if you talk the same 5 dumb topics every single day, do you know how boring that would be? You know how exhausting that sounds? Like, Jesus, dude. Get a different topic. Talk about anything else. Get a hobby. Get a life. Fucking touch grass. Come on, man. Jesus. Like, he's just babbling about this nonsense. Like, it matters. Again, here's the problem with guys like this. I obviously talk about, grifters and that whole sphere a lot. I get into discussions and arguments and debates with people. I disagree with people's opinions. Yeah, that's fun. That's fine. That's okay, because it's only in service of debating an idea. And ultimately speaking, the other channels I do this with are aware that I'm a great asset to them. The debate and fight is ultimately one of the ways you can spur on relevancy on this platform. But also, these guys aren't interested in a fight. They want to crush the opponents. They want to discredit them, make them sound like worthless. If you play the game right, there's a good balance you can make between arguing back and forth, critical analysis, discussion, discourse, etc. And if you're really smart, you can even take what your opponents are saying and use it to make your channel better. Shocking, I know. But these guys, all they want to do is just tear down other channels. They're just talking about a topic that they like. And that's it. There's nothing in Star Wars Explained that's controversial. The guy just sits around, talks about Star Wars, goes into depth of the lore, and that's it. He stays at a drama for the most part. The only big dramatic thing was he talked about grifters in the Star Wars sphere, which he was right about.
super chatted $5. Would you ever consider doing a video on Game of Thrones?
Not only would I think I have to a small degree talked about Game of Thrones a few times. Though I think I should go into more detail in the future. Game of Thrones is a fun topic. I like Game of Thrones quite a lot. A Song of Ice and Fire specifically. I like the books quite a bit. The show, I think, even before it went downhill, I didn't like how they were doing certain things in seasons 3 and 4. The scene in Game of Thrones after Joffrey dies, where the twins have their reunion on the at Joffrey's tomb, essentially at his resting place. The version of that in the book is way more consensual than the version on the show, and that rubbed me the wrong way. So ever since then, I've always been more critical of its differences, but still, anyway. Anyway, the point I'm getting at, though, is that if you play the game right, a back and forth is a healthy ecosystem for a point of discussion. Star Wars Explained just seems like a cool dude. Everything I've heard of this guy sounds fun. Same with Hello Greedo. They both seem like pretty cool dudes. But, you got Star Wars Theory. He needs to start fights over this nonsense to, give his channel views, trying to capitalize on arguments. You got these guys who just want to focus on an enemy to drive their audience against. And it's all the same bullshit, different... Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, you fool. Okay, I get it now. I see now a problem. I want to talk to you all about SEO. All right? Everyone, come on in. Come on. We're going to go into education mode right now. Time for some SEO education, right? So, hashtag Star Wars, hashtag Carly King, hashtag Disney Shill, hashtag Carly King, hashtag Disney Shill, hashtag Star Wars. So 2 sets of hashtags. But no mention of Carly King in the description, no mention of Star Wars in the description, no mention of Disney in the description. This means that you do not exploit the SEO value of having these words in your description. Also, YouTube doesn't measure hashtags to any meaningful capacity in terms of sorting in the algorithm. And besides, no one searches for Carly King in one word. They'll search for Carly King, 2 words separately. They'll look for Star Wars, 2 words separately. No one looks for these words in one set. They are not done. No one types in hashtags into searches on YouTube. Even YouTube's video uploading system themselves tell you hashtags are next to useless. This is one thing Lily Orchard did too. And when I told Lily that, hey, your channel is using hashtags, you should use descriptive terms in your description, she blocked me on Tumblr. So if you want to go down that route, and look how well Lily Orchard's doing on YouTube just now. I think she just uploaded a video, I think. Let's take a look at how that's doing with her hashtags and all that. Because that'll give you an idea how useless what he's doing is. Oh yeah. Yep, Lily Orchard's doing fantastic with her with her video. 6.5 thousand. Don't you? And look at the description right here. Look at that. Even less. Great. Love that. So yeah. If you want to kill your channel, don't use any search optimization in your description. Don't use any keywords people actually look for. Just put hashtags in there and include your social links, because everyone looks for those. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, guys. You're going to do great. Yeah, Jesus. In Tumblr, they're usable, but, like, not in fun YouTube. SEO grifts would be a great video topic. Hey, SEO grifts, not grifts. It's SEO just knowledge, you know? It helps a lot. But still, you're wondering why you're not getting over 10,000 subscribers. It's because your videos aren't searchable. How does YouTube sort your videos? They sort them by, have you seen Darth Melvin's videos lately? Okay, if you haven't clicked on them, they're not going to recommend your videos to anyone because you're taking yourself out of the algorithm deliberately. Like, this is basic stuff, guys. You're on YouTube for how many years? You don't know how SEO works? My God. Come on, guys. It's amazing how many creators don't know how the basics of the website search optimization works. And I've even tried recommending this to Backseater, too, in our backs and forth. I told him, hey, if you want your videos to be successful, maybe don't play terrible asinine music for the beginning of it, shout at the start with bad audio quality, and get to the point quickly. And guess what? He doubled down on bad music, and his views are going down. So that's how it works. SEO equals capitalism, turning us all into That's not what SEO is. Dude, what are you talking about? SEO is just a code. It's math. It's an algorithm. That's all it is. It's whatever people actually click on is promoted. It's not, it's capitalistic, I guess, in nature, but no more than anything else. Oh, my goodness. There's a good thing Melvin doesn't actually know how SEO functions, because if he did, he'd actually be searchable and probably have more than 10,000 subscribers.
But there's really not a clear number 2. You have Eric Voss.
I'm Eric Voss.
But as far as exclusive Star Wars
I don't know who Eric Voss is.
Channels go, you got fake news Kyle Katarn, who needs to buy subscribers to get to the 50.
I don't get what's going on here. Hang on. Let's take a look at these numbers, right? These look like normal progress numbers. Buying subscribers? What is he talking about? Looks like he must have a couple good videos. Take a look at the views right here. Yeah, it correlates. So his views went up around, he had a few different views, subscribers, video views. Yeah, it looks like he has some good videos coming out. Got some subscribers, and there you go.
Jonathan Frostathan super chatted $4.99. YouTube SEO feels random because I practice it and get poor results. Yet I see people who put no effort into SEO and get way more views than me.
Well, SEO
Sad face.
Well, SEO is just one factor. There's a few different factors at play. It is one factor that's important, but it's not the only one. And sometimes things just happen. You know, YouTube's weird. There's a lot of factors in the algorithm. It's not just SEO. It's also retention. It's also hours watched. It's a bunch of aspects. How many of your returning viewers came back for each video? That's a big factor as well. But yeah, no, looking at the numbers, they correlate to how many views they got. So he had 400 new subscribers on one day. That's pretty good for a video that got a day where he got an extra 3,000 views. That's not bad. Definitely a lot per view per day, but that's not bad. That's pretty good, actually. It looks like he was having less success here. It looked like he had a lot of subscribers unsubscribe, or more likely, what it looks like right here is he slowed down. He crossed. So what happens is, with the way that Social Blade measures your increases in subscribers, they measure it for each. If you have I'm trying to find the right way to describe this one. If you have 5 digits, they measure for every increase of the 3rd digit. If you have 6 digits, it's every increase of the 4th digit. So they show the 3 highest digits, and every increase of that last digit is indicated in Social Blade. So if one day you get 40 subscribers, but you go from, let's say you go up from 40, but you go up from like 75, 66 to 75, 60, 75, 70, 700. It'll count as 100 plus, even though he got 40 new subscribers. So right here, it looks like, oh, hey, he just crossed the line right here, stagnated for a bit, and then dropped down from that last number, which looked like a minus 100, but really it was maybe minus like 5 or 10. And he goes back and forth right here. So he was kind of consistent throughout the month of October. But had a really good September. None of that indicates bots. In fact, it indicates the opposite of bots. It indicates they had a lot of success in the month of September and then slid down the algorithm when his videos just weren't matching that same output. So that's not bots. That indicates the opposite of bots. The problem is this guy is too dumb to recognize that. He's too dumb to realize the statistics he's posting actually indicate the opposite of what he's talking about. If it was bots, it would be consistent regardless of how many views he got. And in fact, might be a massive explosion of subscribers without any correlation to view count, because the bots don't watch videos and not measured as views on the videos very often. So yeah. See, this guy is not very good. What's the edgelord saying right now? Where's an edgelord? You look like a grown-up Akazukin Cha-Cha. I'm not sure what you're referencing, actually. Oh, wow. That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut. I've never seen this one. This looks cool, actually. I like this. Nice style. Shine. All right. I can see that. I mean, this makes sense to me. I can see this. Okay. Let me bring up the picture right here. I can see this, actually. This makes sense. This looks like a cute series. I like this. This is adorable. I love, like, old school anime that I haven't seen. Is the character they say I'm looking like. I can see that. I can see that. With glasses, I can see that. That makes sense. I love when you go to an old school anime I haven't heard of, because I just love that aesthetic. It's so fun. Anyway, that's cool. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Neo. Who's Neo? What's going on here, guys? Who's the edgelord in the comments? Someone explain this to me. I'm seeing some edgelords in the comments here. I don't see it. Oh, all good anime is gay. I love it. Oh my goodness. Where's the If they're so jealous of bots, why don't they use them? Well, because I think they're afraid of getting called out. This looks like a fun series, honestly. If you want to play the game, if you want to win it. You don't, listen, bots never help your channel. Bots are a terrible business practice. Because here's the thing about bots, right? Bots don't matter. Subscribers don't really matter if it doesn't correlate with active users engaged in your channel. right? So, and this is something that Shadiversity has dealt with a lot recently too. I'm so sorry. You need to correlate the audience in your channel with people actually watching your videos. Subscribers only indicate how many people normally will watch your videos. But as people see, big subscriber numbers does not always mean active viewership, because not everyone subscribed still watches a channel. And if it's bots who don't click on videos, then it's even worse, because these people are next to worthless. Every new YouTuber advice that you see will be one of the big pieces of advice every new YouTuber gets is stay away from promotions, because what happens is promotions actively damage your channel and the algorithm. You might get a bunch of views for one video, but those views are cheap. They don't watch a ton of the video, so the watch time is low. Likewise, they don't come back for future videos, which diminishes and lowers the ranking of all your previous videos in the algorithm. So if you're a successful channel and use a promotion once, that could really screw up your channel's success in the algorithm. So don't do it. Don't do it. It will screw you up. No one with any common sense would ever use bots or use like paid viewership, so paid views, because what you end up doing is actively screwing yourself in the algorithm. So for any person wanting to start a YouTube channel, never, ever, ever, ever use the promotion option, because it will harm your channel immediately. And those people who subscribe, they're not coming back because they probably don't even speak the same language that you're talking in, because YouTube will promote to the cheapest audience it can find, which is usually people from a non-English speaking country. As sad as it is, that's what usually India, I think, is a big one they push to. That's just the reality. That's where YouTube pushes their promotions. They might have a couple American, UK, Canadian viewers, but it's usually Bangladesh, India, South Asia in general they'll promote to, because the way the price adds up, it's the cheapest for YouTube to do that over there. So there you go. Man, I'm talking a lot. So let's keep going with this.
50,000 subscriber milestone.
People don't forget.
And Carly King.
Ugh.
Carly might be number 2, given all the interviews that Disney hands her on a silver platter. She has 233,000 subscribers, but that's really overinflated. Recently, Carly is concerned her channel isn't doing well and went to the community tab to complain.
Some videos have been seeing very low engagement lately. I want to make sure I'm catering to what you all enjoy watching as well. So, what video type do you like the most?
Oh no, a channel asking her audience what they want to see. How tragic. I've never done that. Listen, every YouTuber wants to do this. I've talked to some YouTubers who are pretty big channels, who have been like, this one video I did didn't work in the algorithm. For whatever reason, you put a lot of effort into it, it just doesn't succeed. And there's a lot of channels like that. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a message on my Steam right here. Oh, that's not right. Crud, I gotta... 1 second. One of my friends asking if I want to play Peak. I love you, man, but I can't do it right now. One of my friends, my offline friends, was like, "Hey, you want to play some Peak? Because that game's... Have you guys played Peak yet? It's such a good fucking game. Such a good game. Love Peak. Peak is great. Can Peak another time though? Sorry, 1 second. Just making sure I settle that. I don't want to get into an actual, argument with a buddy of mine. Like, hey, man, I asked you to play Peak, and you never fucking answered. I'm like, hey, sorry, man. Peak is great. Love Peak. Peak is good. Actually, I got Peak, actually, because of another, who was it? Okay, so Comic Drake, was like... I'm in a bunch of Discords, one of them with Comic Drake in, and he's like, "Oh, I just got Peak, it's so much fun." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll probably download Peak." He's like, "Oh, we gotta play right now." I'm like, "Oh, I gotta do a stream right now. I'm sorry, man." Cool dude, love that guy. Anyway, Peak is Peak, yeah. But the point is, every YouTuber has videos that don't always do so well, and that's fine. you know, it's just what it is. So, peak stream when? I'll be down for a peak stream. I might grab some people for that. It'd be cool.
What do you want to see more of on this channel? Carly, if you knew your brand, knew your audience, you'd know what content to make. You wouldn't be asking this question. You're asking because you don't understand your audience.
No, that's not it. Melvin here has never heard the concept of market research before. If you have a channel that's analyzing different topics and has different ideas, and you want to make sure you know what your audience wants and to see, so you ask them questions. It's the sign of a healthy channel who asks their audience questions and learns from them, as opposed to a channel who doesn't so much do that. Now, looking at Carly's channel, let's take a look real quick at Carly's channel real quick. Carly King. Carly King, again, pretty big channel. Again, another channel I want to promote here. A lot of different interviews. How long are they? I see, here's the problem right here. 9 minutes, 6 minutes. This thumbnail doesn't really tell us anything. This is going to be insane. Rebel ScumCon. Nothing really. We don't really see anything with this thumbnail right here. A lot of these thumbnails are just kind of vague. Okay, this thumbnail right here says Jaws is back, and I read it really wrong a second there. I thought it was saying something else. That would have been really problematic. The problem is a lot of these videos don't really tell you what it's about. That's the issue.
Angels Art and Gaming super chatted $2. BRB Melvin's mocking voice is messing my misophonia.
Yeah, I hear you there. But again, like right here, a lot of lightsaber tutorials, though, the big videos that she got about 4 years, 2 years ago. A lot of unboxing, lightsaber unboxing, duels, lightsabers. Again, very specific media for a very specific niche. And it's very specific. And very specific. That's the problem, I think, with some of these channels. They're too hyper-focused on Star Wars. You can't just talk about Star Wars all the time. The reason why Critical Drinker has success is because he talks about more things than just Star Wars. I don't think any's funnier of the critics of the grifter critics that he's associated with. He's one of the funnier ones, and so he retains an audience that way. I'm not saying it's a good channel, but I'm saying that there's a market strategy to it. You understand why he retains interest based on his features. Why is H Bomber Guy such a huge channel? Well, he provides varied topics, highly researched, highly intellectual, unique stuff that only H Bomber Guy could provide you. I don't want to be mean, but anyone can do an unboxing video. That's the reality of it. Anyone can unbox a toy and say, oh wow, it's so cool. That's the reality of it. It has nothing to do with being a shill or whatever. It has to do with repetitious content and just not doing something that the audience is interested in. Interviews are great, but the problem is interviews are usually best serviced as a function of another topic. So, for example, if I were to interview someone, I would do it in service of a video essay. Say, hey, I reached out to so-and-so, and we talked about a topic like this. And the interview can be both a standalone piece, but also you can make an interview into like a more, as a supplement to a bigger argument, you know? That's what you can do. But, let's keep going with this.
You never go live, you don't engage with them, and you have no vision for this channel. You just expect people to watch when you upload. That is because everything has always been handed to you. It's always been easy. People aren't...
Dude, what are you talking about everything's easy? She still makes her own videos. Like, here's the thing. If you make content online, you are making it online. You have access to information, sure. Access to resources, sure. But you're, at the end of the day, the only one making the video.
Evan, the Neil Deal super chatted $5. Slight update. Got booted from the Melvin server over being neutral to the whole situation. Had a feeling it was coming sooner or later. Oh, wow.
Dude, I'm sorry about that. But also, I mean, Are you that upset over it? Let's be honest. Are you really that upset over it? Like, let's be honest. He's imploding. His presence is imploding. At a certain point, you don't want to get dragged under with the current. You never want to get dragged under with the current. There's a smart way of dealing with it. Yeah, in general, like, don't even bother worrying about that crap, man. So this guy's just so fucking negative. That's the problem. Like, just fucking, like, okay. The problem is also he speaks as though he's an authority on YouTube, but meanwhile his channel is nowhere near as successful as hers. And her regular view count, even with it being a low point, is still leagues ahead of his regular view count.
Watching because your channel is garbage. Looking at the shorts, 14 million views twirling around a lightsaber. That right there is what people want to see from Carly King. Twirling around a lightsaber. 9 million views of you dressed up as Slave Leia. Oh wow, I wonder why you got 9 million views. I'll give you credit, Carly. You look better in the Slave Leia costume than Star Wars Sexplained does. The primary factor being that you are a female. 1.2 million.
Jesus Christ. He is so jealous. Listen, these people, let's be honest, it's jealousy. He's getting angry at people for their subscribers when he's expressed he's insecure about his subscriber count. He's getting angry at people for being good cosplayers or having fun with cosplay because people actually enjoy seeing them in costumes, as opposed to this loser in his freaking Doctor Doom mask and his headphones and whatever. It's just a skeevy little guy who's insecure in himself and has to take out his insecurities on other people. That's what it comes down to. It's just loser behavior. And the fact this guy's channel is imploding, it's all highlighted, is a great thing. People like this, I don't usually wish for people to have trouble on YouTube. And I'm not saying I wish for this either, because that would be negative and mean-spirited. But I think he needs to touch grass.
Sai super chatted $5. Bro is jealous no one wants to see him in a metal bikini.
You know what? That might be it there. Yeah, he might really want to see people in a metal bikini, actually. But yeah, that's the gist of the story right here. But, yeah, no, I agree with you on that one.
Olivia Williams super chatted $1.46. The guys calling women female make my skin crawl.
Yeah, that's one thing that always bugged me when a guy calls women females. It's like, especially when it's females, plural, like females. Like, no, use that word with animals. You don't use it with people. An animal is a female. A woman's a woman.
User 225 super chatted $1.99. Related. We need Ant in a metal bikini.
No one needs to see that. No one needs to see that visual. I know some people have posted some surprising comments. I have seen a couple thirst posts for me, and I'm always like, I don't know. You may want to reconsider, guys. Anyway, so yeah, the gatekeepers aren't doing too well. 2 months ago was their latest video. Wow. Okay. Talking about, I'll stop posting. You know, there you go. Critical Drinkers, the Critical Drinker response with EFAP has gone 30K, and not as many as I expect. I'm always surprised by how few views EFAP highlights bring in nowadays. It's a much more niche audience than I thought initially. So the gatekeepers, they're useless. The gatekeepers have this evil care kind of thing going on there. And let's see if anyone else... Let's go back to Backseater one last time before we wrap things up. I think there was someone else who he gets mad at some point here.
This show bothered him that much? I'm obsessed with you specifically
either,
but good lord, this is an immature his nemesis, but it's clear as in 7. I don't like Hello. It's like that was also a...
So at one point with Backseater during this whole thing, they did realize that Backseater was very obsessed with me in particular. And I just want to share what mind you, the Mauler subreddit are they're not fans of mine. They don't like me too much. But let's see how they responded to Backseater's obsession with me real quick.
Joke, Jeremy. You do realize that? Why do you have to take your shirt off or punching the pillow?
Scorpion Wolf super chatted $5. My issue with touch grass is the usual answer, and go where?
Yeah, right. Go, exactly. So yeah, this is in response to him doing that video where he took his shirt off and started pounding a pillow, imagining it's me.
I know.
Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Dane? Oh yeah, no, you missed it. We're going over. Actually, Dane, do you know about this story? I'm not sure if you know this one. It's Backseater just got exposed for being a bit of a perv with the Gatekeeper Alliance guys. Their Discord DMs leaked, and they had a bunch of very inappropriate pictures they were sharing. Yeah, so he thinks that Critical Drinker's a shill because he liked Andor. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Play the clip again. Oh, the clip of him going shirtless and attacking me. People are weird. People are weird, man. Also, Dan, I didn't get a chance to thank you. Thank you for sending over that clip. It's going to be relevant on Friday's video. Play the clip. Okay, which one specifically? The clip of him like taking his shirt off and trying to punch me with it? This is great. So in case you guys forget what he's referencing here, I'm going to play it again because it's just too stupid not to show a second time. Right here. Let me bring it up. So this is his fantasy
thing.
Fuck it, I'm gonna show what I'm gonna do to
Oh, the mom clip? Okay, I'll do that next.
Ant if I ever see him on the street. Hold up.
So
Every single video has to include what he's saying. This is actually one of his best videos about that because at least all of his points could sort of feign relevance, even though it's extremely tiny. Most of his videos doesn't even have that. Just irrelevant.
It's just too much gold. And again, I'll stop playing the clip now, but it's just too goofy. Anyway, so what happens here is this.
So many questions regarding that lunatic's insanity. It's like, okay, ask away then. Oh wow, I don't like Anthony Gramuglia's videos either, but good lord, this is an immature response. Yeah, that's part of the joke, Sketchy Sam, you dumbass.
Is it a joke or is
this
this reality?
Is obsessed with Ant. Like, at first I thought he was joking when he called Ant his nemesis, but it's clear his inception with Ant runs deep. Yeah, no shit, Jeremy. He's my arch enemy, for fuck's sake. I've made that apparent in numerous videos.
Guys, Mom said it's my turn to have an arch enemy. Guys, Mom said it was my turn to have the arch nemesis.
Oh, fucking Ant hops in.
Yeah. So that's the spoiler alert for this discussion. I took a field trip to the Mauler subreddit and started commenting on the threads to see how long it took before someone knew who I was. Thankfully, they were friendly enough in the subreddit, even though they've obsessed over me and not liked me for a very long time. I was surprised I didn't get banned, honestly, from the Mauler subreddit the second I posted there, quite frankly. But I guess it's a bit of a power move, I guess, to go in and be like, hey, so, what the fuck's going on here? But again, that's how it be.
Of course, Ant has a fucking Reddit pro account. Fuck.
There you go.
As someone who actually knew him, can you explain why he's obsessed with me? Because I frankly have no clue. Guy made 30 bits on me. I don't know, Ant. What? Them all if you want to figure
Sai
that
super
shit
chatted
out.
$2. Play the mom clip.
Okay, the mom clip. I'll play the mom clip one more time. That's not it. Where is it? Okay, let me back out a little bit. Oh no, that's not it. Sorry, Kiki. The Kiki thing went up. There we go. Okay, up here. Perfect. Right here.
On him. I never knew the origin of why he said that, but
yeah. Time for the mom clip again. By popular request.
No, no.
What?
No.
Fucked up my stream.
You did not eat out of the pot.
You just fucked up my stream.
You did not eat out of my pot.
So what?
Jonathan Frostethan super chatted $1.99. You can have a nemesis, just don't eat out the pot.
Perfectly timed.
User 225 super chatted $1.99. I think he might be Sunere for you, old man Yaoi.
It seems that way, doesn't it? It's pretty wild. It's so... they have the exact same voice. And again, underrated but equally funny, I think, in my eyes, is this.
Of queer friends, they would accept me and even let me know.
So again, I want to point out right here again, Sister Lily right here is a friend of the channel, and I hope I'm saying your username right, because I realized once I didn't know how to pronounce it while talking to you in the live stream. Oh, the guy, for one thing, thank you, member for 13 months. That's a real accomplishment right there. Thank you so much, the guy. Wait a second. Is Backseater arguing with his mom? Yeah, that was his mother. He yelled at his mom. If anyone I knew growing up yelled at their mom that way, they would get a slap to the back of the face. I'm telling you, that was horrible. I talked to his mother. But again, this part's also pretty funny too.
I had dozens of queer friends. They would accept me and even let me know.
Dozens of queer
Dozens,
friends?
really?
That's a little bit statistically anomalous, but whatever. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't even know a dozen people in fucking high school because I didn't want to, because most high schoolers are cringe as fuck. And so to say you know dozens.
I love how upset they are that someone had dozens of friends in high school. Like, that's what they're upset by. You had dozens of friends in high school. No, you didn't. That's impossible. Again, so because this dipshit got into a fight with the Mauler subreddit, it opened the door to all these people coming in, seeking him out, and dragging all this information out. Also, Sister Lily is awesome, and she's really cool. And she also cannot stand this guy.
Oh my god.
However, she had more common sense than I did and just blocked him and just made fun of him from behind the block.
Like, I have criticized Mola and EFAP, and they have criticized me, but I don't think any of us think about the other all that much outside the public theater of YouTube. This guy has spent his entire weeks tagging me and posts every second of the goddamn day. What is this major malfunction? Because it triggers you, Ant. That's why. I aim to trigger you.
You've so far failed. By the way, did anyone else notice my shout out to the backseater in my most recent video? You didn't? Well, let's take a look at it. I left a little secret nugget for the backseater in my most recent video. I don't think anyone's noticed. Gundam, but right here. Even though they might express explicitly, they don't give a shit about the anime or the people who make it. There are so many anime and manga creators who die producing the work that we love, and you'll see people dismiss that. So, just want to remind everyone that Backseater also disrespected the memory of Kentaro Miura. Like, I'll give you time to read this.
Evan, the Neil Deal super chatted $5. I wish the commentary between John and I when Momseater attacked was audible. We were debating how long he'd be grounded.
Oh, Jesus. Why didn't you guys mute the mic? Is all I gotta say. Why'd you let that go on? Like, didn't anyone have muting the mic controls? Like, was he in control of all of it? Like, damn, man, that's rough. Why didn't he mute himself? Like, just mute the stream. Don't, like, close the monitor. It's terrible. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, this was this guy. Same dude. Same dude who's now exposed an entire group of grifters for their perverted behavior on Discord. And, yeah, imagine saying there's a Kentaro Miura. This is it. By the way, when I called him out for this, he backtracked and said, "Oh, I'm just trying to trigger you, bro. Just trolling you, bro." But you see, the thing is that I don't think he realizes is that he's so easy to bait. So easy to bait. Also, never, ever eat out of the pot of food. Unless you're like the only one eating out of it, you know? It's like eating out of the Chinese food container. Make sure that you're not sharing it or splitting the food with someone else, you know, before you start just eating it straight out of the container. That's great.
User 225 super chatted $1.99. Anthony, stop leaving nuggets in the backseat.
I love it. Yeah, also, I gotta say this right now. For someone as blatantly homophobic as Backseater, because he is quite homophobic, could you not think of a less gay-sounding name than Backseater? Like, come on. Like, I can't be the only one that thought of that connection, right?
Nick Rustison super chatted $5. This dude sounds like a stereotypical nerd in a cartoon from the early 2000s. Think the Eltingville Club.
Yeah, exactly. Now listen, I for one do not endorse anyone making fun of this guy privately. But he will attract people to make fun of him anyway because that's just what he does. He cannot exist without an antagonist. He cannot exist without a fight. And because of the situation that he's in, he's drawing attention. I do want to play some more of this clip before we wrap up, but you'll see why in a second.
I don't really know why he was so obsessed with you specifically. At first, I figured it was just that he disagreed with your takes, but after a while, it seemed to border on, like, genuine obsession. Jeremy, the fact that you don't know that is your own goddamn fault. I've made it fucking apparent elsewhere. My best guess that since he's an EU purist and Disney hater, he took massive issue with your videos praising the sequel trilogy. That's one reason, but it is not the main reason.
Cassie Hoge super chatted 92 cents. Arrived late to the party because I was in class, so I just gotta say, the girls are fighting.
The girls are fighting, and it's fun.
Sai super chatted $2. It's 'cause his mom makes him sit in the back seat.
Yeah, that makes sense. He would need a baby seat in the back seat.
User 225 super chatted $1.99. Evil Grand Pooh Bear be like.
Yeah, seriously. And again, this guy's not very intimidating. None of these guys are. But, like, he's obsessed with me because I'm a good enemy for him, apparently. I don't even know why.
The guy 493 super chatted $2. Backseater reminds me so much of Cartman.
I just want to show you guys a clip real quick from his channel.
How you doing, I beautiful?
Because apparently he made me into... Where are you? A recent live of his turned me into a Muppet. I don't know the context of this. Where am I a Muppet? Show me a Muppet. Where do I become a Muppet? Come on. Oh, here you go. This looks like my Muppet. Okay, guys. You ready for me to come out as a Muppet? Apparently.
Now. Oh, except for that Miles one where they randomly made you try to care about the race and gender swap tinkerer.
There it is, guys. I know what's on the fucking thumbnail. Right fucking there. Look at that shit.
Oh, Evan, there you are. Hey, Evan, how's it going?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. Look at this.
I have the stream playing on my phone. I'm seeing.
Look at this. Look at this, y'all.
Oh, no.
A Muppet with good hair, apparently.
The guy 493 super chatted $2. And if you have the money, make that Muppet.
I kind of want to make the Muppet, like a real version of it, not like this fucking AI generated nonsense. But it's like, it is AI. It's absolutely AI. But like, how can you hate that? You can't.
Alley Cat
It's
super
great.
chatted $5. Oh, God. This guy sounds like the guy in LGS's Magic community that always whines about how badly his deck plays.
But never improves the cards, right? Yeah, so that's the level of obsession with me. He decided to use AI to turn me into a Muppet. That's how you know there's true affection there, I think.
David super chatted $5. I'm a little confused. Are Fandom Menace falling apart or something because of this guy? Or is it a bunch of small things that did it all at once?
Well, Fandom Menace isn't collapsing because Fandom Menace has already collapsed. This is a secondary group that was a more extreme offshoot of Fandom Menace that's collapsing. All because this guy made himself
User
a target of online
225 super chatted $1.99. Wait, how is Backseater related to Melvin?
Backseater is a affiliate of the Gatekeeper Alliance. And was on
Nick
Discord.
Rustison super chatted $5. Joke's on him. Being a Muppet is a good thing to people with friends, taste, and being able to feel joy.
Yeah, I don't know how this is supposed to insult me. I think this is kind of flattering. If it wasn't, the worst part's it's AI. That's the big part.
Lord
But
Pet,
otherwise,
Ruby Fire super chatted $2. Why does grifters use AI?
well, it's because they lack the creative skill to do it themselves. That's what it really comes down to. But like, how can you go, oh hey, I have made you the adorable Muppet? That makes you the loser. Like, who's actually upset by that?
Cassie Hoge super chatted 37 cents. Is Ant a man, or is Ant a Muppet?
I couldn't tell you. Let me see where why this Muppet does not look like you. Yeah, it doesn't look like me at all, really. But they have glasses, and the nose is too small. I think the nose needs to be much bigger to be my nose. I do like this otherwise.
Oh, he's like which Muppet character is that?
Ernie?
That's yeah, he's the one with the orange nose.
No, it's more Bert. It's more it's Bert. Bert is the tall. It's Bert, right? Bert. It's Bert. Yeah, Bert. Right? It's Bert? That's the one? Yeah, it's Bert. Okay, cool. Ernie is the more orange one. Yeah, cool. I was drawing a blank on whether it was Bert or Ernie for a second there. But yeah, it's Bert. So they got their Sesame Street lore wrong. Fake fans.
Hey Bert, I'm a bad YouTuber, Bert. I turned into a bad YouTuber, Bert.
I make video essays. I have a wife that's fake. I have a kid on the way that's fake.
The funny thing is, again, this guy is like weirdly obsessed with like all that, but it's like, come on, man, touch some grass for once in your life. Yeah, Bert's the taller one. Yeah. On Sesame Street. Again, like, who is in? I had to know what the context was because it was just too goofy of an image not to look it up. Oh well, pretty by the comparison with what I was wearing in this one, same outfit, same kind of hairstyle. Can't be mad. I can't be mad about that. How can anyone be upset by this? Like, Jesus. But why was Jesse Gender involved in this video?
Nitro, Java, super chatted $2. Muppet Ant looks like the spawn of Bert and Ernie.
And again, they did a pot shot against Jesse Gender as well, whose videos are also fantastic, and you should also take a look at to watch. Why are they so... So they did 2 streams just reacting to Jesse Gender's video. I find that kind of wild. Was it the one I was in?
Andrus
Oh, it was the one I was in.
Super
That's fun.
chatted $2. Bert and Ernie's love child.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I think the Jesse Gender one was the one I had a cameo in. So that's kind of might be why they did that.
User 225 super chatted $1.99. Did Backseater post Diddy in the Discord?
Apparently so. Chariot, I too am the wife for a normal thing to be. My wife truther, a normal thing to be. Yeah, right? It's pretty wild. Again, well, I mean, Jesse probably just said something about Andor. No, it's the Andor video. Yeah, so it's the video that Jesse Gender did on Andor that I had a brief cameo in, actually. I like that video. It was a really good video, I thought. Anyway, Anthony's wife is the only thing that actually exists in the universe. Yeah, exactly. And my kid again, a lot of these are just me. Chloe, who, by the way, Chloe is the one who actually banned Backseater from from the stream chat. Me again with Comic Drake for some reason. Me. So of these streams, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm in this one too, so that's also me. 5, 6, 7. Correlated to me, so 8. I'm here too again. 9, 10. Let's see what else we got here. It's 10. 11. Also with Cecil Lily. 12.
Nick Rustison super
again,
chatted
so that's
$2.
13 because it's
Use
associated
this money
with me.
to buy a pizza from Speedway.
14. Oh, thank you so much. 15. 17. So of 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 29. Of 29 streams, I'm on 16 of them. Got mad at Eric too. Again, Eric, I can see him pissing Backseater these guys off because he criticized these shills a lot. These shills. I keep saying, I'm using his word. He criticized these grifters a lot. But again, these channels have exposed themselves to a lot of criticism because they've made fun of a ton of people. A lot of people want to see them go down because they do nothing but contribute to negativity. And now they're imploding on themselves because people who piss them off are calling them out. Oh, hey, Bob, what's up? Lil Bro tried to start beef with me, and I thanked him for catching me in a factual error. He did not know how to handle it. Oh, he doesn't know how to handle any of that. Actually, let's take a look at that. Let me bring that up 1 second. What was it? That's not right. Oh, yeah. So, again, a lot of these videos are just so sad. Like, it's just kind of pathetic, these guys. I don't know. I don't know, man. Just a sad little world. And, like, again, the problem is you're trying to fight against... Here's what I find very funny right here. Considering the comments you had in your Discord, you have thumbnails like this. Bad idea. And bad taste. But again, there's not much else I can mine from this conversation. We basically saw the gist of it. Melvin is a creep who used his Discord to further distribute absolute nonsense. Guys like Jacob here, they got bullied almost off the internet by these guys. And these guys are people who will make fun of people like Kentaro Miura, extremely talented men, while simultaneously saying they could adapt Berserk properly in live action. So, you dare mock the life of the man who created this work that you never read, and then act like you could do a better job of it? Okay, buddy. Interesting comment to make. The Mauler subreddit, when they saw all of this, laughed. Laughed or thought, why even bother? But enough came out that it all collapsed.
It's West super chatted $5. I was supposed to debate Backseater, but he ducked me and said he found CP funny over email.
Yeah, that's why he got banned off Twitter the first time. He said something like that too. There's no value in debating this kid. He's useless. There's no value he contributes. He contributes nothing more than making bad memes about why that show he has no idea how Batman stories end, and getting angry at far more successful YouTubers saying that they had friends in high school, all while eating out of his mother's pot in terms of the kitchen. This story ends in a pathetic manner because ultimately this guy is pathetic. There's nothing of value to him. He has nothing to contribute. None of them do, beyond getting mad at their own lot at life, to the point where they're so angry they'll use AI to generate Muppets out of their enemies, as though it matters. But it does result in some entertaining material for us to look at. So, where does this leave us? Well, it leaves us on a good note, because we got 2 videos coming out. One this Friday, one next. And I filmed both. One's being edited by Wave Runner as we speak right now. I have a second editor I'm working with as well, helping me out with the load for October and hopefully beyond. That means ideally we'll be getting some better content in terms of editing in the near future, and you will all be able to have some fun stuff while I am taking care of my son who's about to be born sometime before the end of the month or start of next month. So we're not sure yet when, nature takes its course whenever, but it's coming up and coming soon. In the meanwhile, I guess I can show you a preview of next week's video, of this Friday's video. I'm just going to do an audio clip of a certain someone here. I'm just going to play a random clip of what the video is going to be about in terms of what's coming up next. Oh, actually? Okay, hang on a second. I'll play one more thing. 1 second. There are more Up Muppets, by the way, you can watch.
Greetings and salutations. Hello, my loyal subjects. So, YouTube is an ever-changing platform, but something has... come to my attention recently that I feel I need to address to you. Firstly, to those who aren't familiar, my name is Sad. I do many things. I'm an expert at these many things that I say that I do. Historical reenactment is simply one area of my expertise. I'm a knight.
Steve-o, that fat kid from next door's in our garden again.
Righto. Bouncer, sick 'em, boy.
I'm a knight. I'm a YouTuber that pretends to be an expert.
No, that's not realistic at all. You couldn't do that in real life.
I also have many creative strings to my bow and have honed them to keep up with the digital age.
There you go. Perfect.
Genius. I am a professional digital artist.
But the reason I'm here talking to you today is regarding something rather worrying. And if I'm being honest, I think the
User 225 super chatted $1.99.
Thank you.
Congrats on the kiddo. Give them a thick NJ accent.
That's how we do it here. That's how we do it here.
Deep State is specifically targeting me and Sadiversity. You see, when we check our analytics, it shows that even though we are uploading the normal amount of shitty videos, less of you seem to be watching them. Now, obviously, this is alarming, of course. It actually brings to mind something that my brother said to me only the other day.
Hey, Lada.
Yes, brother?
Mum and Dad said they think you're fucking gay.
No, not that. The other thing he said. No, stop, be cool.
You're about as cool as Drazik's eyebrow ring. People aren't watching the channel because you're a total dick, mate.
This is terrible.
No! Galadriel, save me! Shit, not that either. Look, let's just forget about all of that, okay? What I'm trying to explain to you is this. Every single day that I wake up on God's wonderful green earth, I strive with all of my worldly strength to be the biggest prick I can possibly be. I believe I have done a very good job of this indeed. And I endeavor to upload...
There you go. I think you got the gist of it. This whole channel is fantastic. Take a look at that content. It's very funny. I have nothing to add. It's just too goofy. Remember Tomb Maker's Sailor Moon and how absurd it was? Oh, I couldn't forget. Love that video by Raymona that exposes the whole thing. That goes into how it was made and all that and releases all the formerly lost media. But no, let me play a brief clip from Friday's video. Oh, this looks like a good clip to play.
And years afterwards, I was dealing with trying to wring analytical content out of shows that all go bad in the same boring, predictable ways to the point I just got so tired of it. That's why I don't like adventure fantasy as a concept. They're all the same, and you try coming up with a new script every 2 weeks to describe Adventure Time times 12.
Yeah, that sounds like my voice, right? That's how it sounds, right? That's how I talk. Yeah, that's a segment from Friday's video. It's gonna be exciting. Yeah, so be good. Good times to have for all. So it's all good.
Zelane super chatted $2. Melvin Def used an iChat bot to be Ahsoka.
Yeah, basically. Absolutely. Wait, that's an old one to play. Why is it like that? Okay, it's so strange. No, don't worry about that. Yeah, it's strange. I think it was a glitch on my end, look like, real quick there. That's so weird. Okay, so it looks like for me, like one of the emojis came off as like a weird like thing online. It was so strange. Anyway. Wait, what are you talking about with wives? Is it the Hallmark Frankenstein video? I am going to make that. That is going to come out. I do want to make that before the Guillermo del Toro video movie drops. So it'll be really fun. Yeah, so that's all we got for today, unfortunately. We got a lot of silly drama, and hopefully someone who's predatory in the community can be exposed for their cruelty and be criticized for it accordingly. But that being said, we have a lot of work to do on the video for Friday. It's not nearly done yet, but we'll get it done on time. Don't you worry about a thing. Until next time, though, we are going to be... What are you talking about?
User 225 super chatted $1.99. Shad puts his WYF in AI.
100%.
Only way he can touch her.
Exactly. So, Discord will be uploaded after the stream for anyone who's a new channel member to join in. Remember, we have a lot of rules. You got to listen to them before you sign up. Other than that, good stream, everyone. Going to be wrapping things up right now. Take care, everyone. And that's basically it. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.